the problem for the next generation. And it's okay. But one thing is sure, the ripple effect of our decision today, we are going to pay grievously. I mean, we've been here for over 1 year talking about the insecurity in sub-Saharan Africa. We've been tagged all sorts of names. We want war, we want this, we are propagandists, we are anarchists, we are tribalists, we are this. Some days ago, it was US that was reminding you that there is a problem already in Abuja. We told all of you, and we will continue to tell you people. This unity that all of you want, you have to define it. And most of us don't have time anymore for the unnecessary conversation, because it is obvious to everybody that once someone is Nigerianized, they don't decision. And this is what it's called democracy. So he has the right to pitch his tent to another side if he thinks it favors um, the Yoruba people in general. If that is true, but I do not believe in TINUBU. And in the whole politicking of a thing that will happen in Nigeria, I'll probably even prefer somebody else to even win, so that the whole thing would everybody
So that
that
Yoruba will learn, right?
they would
Yeah.
I used to tell you that for me as a person, I actually do not want Tinubu to win, and my position has not changed. In fact, if we even go deeper, I don't want Sanwo-Olu to win Lagos. Maybe that guy that's Gbadebo before, let him win. So Yoruba people will understand what Nigeria means. It is good to be liberal, right? We are not telling all of you to not be liberal, but one thing is that a lot of our people, their brain is in Britain. It is in British museum, because whatever happens in Britain now becomes the ideal thing we should do. Like, I don't know why our people don't have a mind of their own, rational thinking of if the British people choose to vote anybody or pick anybody, a brown person, to be in power, it does not mean that should be the general consensus of everybody in the world. Whatever they are doing in Britain today will bite them. The Swedish people, they've done what they need to do to just separate the chaff from the real issue. The Italians are doing the same thing. Nobody is saying that everybody should be mean or extreme, but what is certain is that there is ethnocentrism in every society. There's culture shock. There is a clash of civilization in every society. But what is sacrosanct is that an alien culture would not come and supersede the one on ground, the one of the majority, the people that own the land. Once that happens, then it is colonialism. So I'll end by saying, I don't pray Tinubu should win. If that should be the case, if anybody wants to hear, I don't pray, so that we understand what Nigeria means. 2, I don't even pray Sanwo-Olu to win. Maybe the Labour Party should win. So by the time some people just come and tell you, we want an Obi of Lagos, maybe Boyori Gbogbo Madewa. Thank you.
Honestly speaking, it's a very difficult situation. I wish that the self-determination movement had been a better uh structure. It wouldn't have come to this. The movement was very strong, I think maybe last year, about pushing for no voting, like boycotting the election. And today that's not the case, because so many things has happened, so many divisions and everything. So it didn't give a strong position to not participate in the election. And I think most importantly, when you look at the Nigeria space itself, the people themselves, they have not learned enough. I don't think it should be difficult to tell them not to vote.
They love their misery.
The people themselves are not ready to end their suffering, because you see the rallies for Tinubu, for Obi, those people are not ready. They are not ready. Anyway, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ bọ̀dá Kẹ́mi, ẹ jẹ́ kí n take àwọn èèyàn tó wà ní audience, so that way á padà sí TYF members. Mr. Adex.
Okay, I'm coming. Before we go to Mr. Adex, I want to pass this important message. This is Think Yoruba First. If you take a platform that lo man troll, that man so sọkúsọ yẹn ni. Think Yoruba First to gba ìgbàkúgbà yẹn. Many of us rò pé èèyàn ni many of you guys. A mọ̀ pé ẹranko ó pọ̀ láàrin àwọn tó pèrè àwọn Yorùbá. I might not agree with Mr. TJ. A ti ja ìjà tó le tó jù báyìí lọ rí. Mr. TJ ṣé mo parọ́ ni?
Of
Ìjà tó le
course.
tó le jù báyìí lọ. Àyìnká can bear witness. Gbóǹkà is here. Tẹ́ pé àtútọ́ síra wa lójú based on principle náà ni. So ní orí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí pé Mr. TJ take organisation tí wọ́n take decision kan. Organization TYF, àwa sọ pé I believe nínú ẹ̀. We are not going to kill ourselves because of that. We've learnt our
Never.
lessons. If you want to have a good conversation, don't go to the chat room and be trolling people. I don't understand why this is so hard to the chat room is not for trolling.
Same people want
Nígbà tí
democracy.
gbogbo yín, I'm coming. Nígbà tí gbogbo yín bá wá troll tán, tá a bá wá rán yín létí lọ́jọ́ iwájú, pé n tó sọ̀rọ̀, ẹni pé gbogbo wa ní Yorùbá, ẹ jẹ́ ká move on. Let's forget the past. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo nǹkan ló ní ìdáríjì. You don't have some things you cannot forgive some people for that. You don't need to troll. You don't believe in what he's saying. I have my reservations deeply. I am a democratic socialist by ideology. Tinubu is a capitalist. So ideologically, when it comes to economic sense, we are enemies. I don't believe in him. So if that is the case, but I don't need to still kill Mr. TJ. I don't need to go to war with him. I have to listen to him. They called everybody to come and talk in their place. We blame the Arewa people. We think we are stupid. Those people are far more advanced than us. Yoruba people, they rebelled 50, 60 years ago. The Yoruba of this 2022 is a messed up generation. Totally messed up.
In fact, when you are
Full
talking,
of emotions.
they will say you are.
Now I'm coming full of emotions. We can't have a proper discussion. Since we've invited Mr. TJ to Think Yoruba First platform, we will not allow anybody to rubbish him here. If he comes to your platform, which I don't think he will go when he's not mad, he dare not go. You can insult him there. You can say anything he wants to say there. But he is in our own platform. We invited him in our own organization. We will not allow anybody to insult him. This was the reason why the meeting we had with Afenifere chieftains that supported Peter Obi, we did not bring it publicly so that some Yoruba people will don't come and be insulting them too. Everything is not insult. Everything is not causing people that don't agree with you. It is an intellectual conversation. Let's be intellectual. Let us say this thing you are doing is not going to work on this and so reason. That is how Yoruba people used to behave.
Exactly.
Not behaving like mobs, insulting people, kema shajaza, kema all sort of things. Hey, Joe,
Life obedient.
I don't even care. I don't care. I'm not care about. I remove somebody from this platform. They come with different burner accounts. You start typing rubbish here. Please. We are people of many of us. We attend international conferences that are different professional lives. Any life, and we want to elevate the discussion. We want to elevate the thing and make it fantastic. I'm sorry, I want to give one Mr. There was a day we had a particular meeting with Dele Ogun and Dele Farotimi, and one particular young guy was talking to Mr. Dele Ogun and was saying, please send me your copy of your books, send it personally to me. I will critique it and maybe you are making sense.
It was
This is a
on
young guy
Twitter. It was on Twitter.
on Twitter.
It is on Twitter.
Twitter. So I had to just grab the mic and say, no, please, Nieko, Yoruba people, we don't behave this way. We don't. You don't agree with what somebody is saying, come on stage. You are going to have your time, ask questions. Now. So yeah, that's why I find it very difficult to go to some places anymore. If I want to come on Clubhouse, I talk to places or go to audience to listen and gain in some places. Where I need to talk, I talk, I leave. Because it seems we are not ready for freedom. We are not ready for freedom. This is a man that left his meeting. Mr. TJ is not supposed to be in this meeting today. He is not supposed to be in this meeting. Bimo Sheto, respect me. He left that meeting and came here today. And the promise is that we will not allow anybody to insult him. He's a well-to-do, he's a successful man. He's a successful man in all his life. He has made it. He has made it in his life. I know him. But we cannot be doing Yoruba nationalism. Kama fere yirawalara oshita in clubhouse. Kemala nìkan jí $20 and nìkan jí $30. Don't do that in TYFO. We beg you in the name of Olodumare. People, you can critique him, call him out, but trolling, Kema Shajaza, Kema all sort of those nonsense. It's not going to be allowed there. Go to another platform. Because what TYF is going, what we are here to do is to sanitize the nationalist space with other nationalist organizations around the world. We don't care what you guys are doing. To think that about wasting time in for 5 years. Emma, nonsense, and those of us that have taken this route, we know what we are doing. It's very hard to come this way and scout the bullshit of some people out. But
Yes,
what it okay?
please, Are, there's so many
Let us
1 minute.
move on. Let's move on. Yeah.
Can people hear me very well?
Yes,
Can
Bunker.
I be heard
Yes,
very
we
well?
can hear you. Yes.
Okay. Yes, Shari, some of us that are nationalists, right? We're like God, even God in heaven, sometimes, even Jesus, there's a reason why sometimes he talks in parables. For most of his life, when he was around, he will say, okay, there's a parable of this, parable of that. Then the disciples will come, okay, why do you talk with this? So Jesus was trying to explain it to them that there are some things that are just big for the human mind. Emotions, if God to separate leaders from reactionaries, is that leaders, they are like, I want to wobiti gimajasi. Then reactionaries, kigi ṣàjàbọ́ ni kò kàn wá kó ṣàjàbọ́ ó ṣẹmọ. So ibi ni mo fẹ́ kà nǹkankan. I want to read something that Nnamdi Kanu said. So that, and then I'm going to tie it to something. Just give me, okay. This was when shortly after the last election, he said, had the cowardly, this is Nnamdi Kanu talking. And by the way, nobody is more revered in nationalist struggles in Igbo community than Nnamdi Kanu. We all know that. Kì í ṣe argument. Now, this is what he said. He said, had the cowardly Igbo Efulefu brigade led by the Grand Traitor Nya Nwodo supported our IPOB-led education for separate homeland for Biafran people, by now the Janjaweed mod and their British controllers will be kneeling and begging Igbo people to take presidency. They would be falling over themselves and pleading with Igbo governors to mediate and beg their people to stop their agitation the same way they begged the Afenifere and Yoruba political class in 1999. Knowing how treacherously stupid and desperate Igbo Efulefus are, Fulani simply danked Igbo presidency before their eyes and used it as a tool to set them against themselves. That is why Dave Umahi never supported or accepted Peter Obi as VP to Atiku in 2019 because they would have truncated his own chances of emerging in 2023. Instead, he worked for APC Fulani presidency against his own brother Peter Obi, not minding that both of them are in the same PDP. That is the leader of IPOB talking. Ìjọ tí Yorùbá máa ní ọgbọ́n, èmi ò tí ì mọ̀ o, but bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe fẹ́ ṣe, a máa bá yín ṣe, kò sí wàhálà. Tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ lẹ́nu wá rùn, a máa sọ, ṣé rí those northerners that you see them holding power and everything, they are already preparing for the breakup of Nigeria. So they are only using political advantage. Everybody knows Nigeria will break. It's not, that's not even, it's not, we don't even have to fight. Naturally, it will break. We'll see, it's not going to last. Unless
Thank you.
if we in the South have decided that we want to turn to Hausa Almajiris, then maybe.
We are
But for as
already.
long as
We
Yoruba
are
people,
already.
no, we're not. Allah the Jijadebe. But you see, when they are doing dry ports in Kaduna, they are doing train to Maradi. They are doing all the network, carrying all this money. What do you think it's for? It's for preparation for breakup. But gbogbo yín fẹ́ sùn kẹ́ kọrí síbì kan and tekini ààrẹ Ṣàngó kan lánàá wọ́n ní ìyá ìyá ta kùálẹ̀ lọ àlùjọjọ kíjọ. I am not against political process, and I will confess I am just against Tinubu because personally I don't know. The man has this desperation, the man has this obsession for power, and that is an Afonja syndrome. So that's my Mr. TJ may see something I don't see. That's why. So the future will determine if Thomas Shetoba law gbogbo wa lọ bá Mr. TJ pé ẹ má bínú àwa ò rí nǹkan tẹ́ rí ni. Tọ́mọ́ dẹ̀ ṣe tí ò bá lọ because inú wọn mọ́ sí nǹkan tó ń ṣe àì máa gbà wọ́n padà. Àwa ò kàn rí nǹkan tó ń rí ni. So that's why ìtọ́ṣe ní gbogbo wa ò lè sùn ká kọrí síbì kan náà. That's all I have to say. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, mo bẹ̀ wá, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, tá a bá ní important, we are having a very powerful discussion like this. Trolling people, cursing
So,
people,
sorry, Are, I'm
insulting
sorry to
people.
keep cutting you. Today, we are going to have a peaceful talk. If you can bring Dr. Adedapo up. I'm not happy with him, but let him come up. Let's all talk as brothers today.
Hello. We'll be here
Ẹ
forever.
jọ̀ọ́, I'm
Ẹjọ́
coming.
mo
Uh,
fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀
I'm
o,
coming.
ṣe
I'm
máa fẹ́ mi
coming.
láyè láti sọ̀rọ̀.
I'm
Ààrẹ
coming. Obìnrin
kọ́pà.
àkànṣe. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Mama,
I'm coming.
Mama,
I'm coming.
Ejo,
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm
okay.
coming. Donka only interrupted me twice. Before we proceed, Mr. TJ, you know that's what I used to call you. I want to sincerely appreciate you for leaving your meetings, jeopardizing other activities you had. I called you just few minutes and we said we set this room up. I begged you and you still came to this meeting. I'm so grateful, sir.
No,
I
you're
really
welcome.
appreciate, despite I know you are angry, you are still here. We might not agree on so many fronts. We might not agree on so many issues, but I really appreciate
No,
that you still have.
let me put it this way. To be honest, I am not angry at all. In fact,
Okay,
I like that engagement. Seriously, I
okay,
don't.
okay,
I'm not
okay,
angry. That's one. And second, just what Bonka said. I am still in this. I'm in it. I have gone nowhere. I'm still here, Wonka. So
okay, okay,
there's no point in, there's no
okay,
nothing like he has gone or he has left or he's going to be taken back or anything. No, nothing like that. I'm here.
okay, okay. So,
Thank you.
Mr. TJ, mo dúpẹ́ gan o pé ẹ̀pọ̀n wa lé pé dẹ̀ ní sùúrù. So, I had to do that, obìnrin àkànṣe, because I just hijacked him from his family for him to be here. So that is why I have to beg him to appreciate him. Because if he didn't come to this platform, there is nothing, I'm not feeding him. He has never collected one kobo from me before. I've not given him any shishi. So me ò bọ́ wọn. You understand? I don't know the so I owe him, apart that we have history of nationalism together, nothing more. But it is just mutual respect. And thank you so much, sir. Um
Thank
um ẹ ṣé, mo fẹ́ lọ sọ́dọ̀ mo gbọ́ ìyá ogun, okay, ìyá Ṣákì Òkun wà níbí. Okay, Adex, ẹ jẹ́ kí n mú Adex, ọmọ,
Okay.
KLX, Umbutu, Ọláyínká, and Yuri. So, Adex, sir, 3 minutes ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe báyìí
ààrẹ yọmí
ẹ má
kúrò
ẹjọ ẹ
sẹ́tìnì.
fẹmi sí kí wo ẹjọ ẹ fẹmi sí kí wo.
Ojúbà
ẹ wà
Elédùmarè.
ń bẹ.
ẹ
Ìyáwó
má
kó wà
bínú
ìyáwó kó ti wà ní queue ẹjọ́ sá o. Ìyáwó
ẹ má
kó ti
bínú
wà ní queue.
okay ẹ má
No,
bínú
ìyáwó kò ti béèrè
Okay,
question wọn round two ni ìyáwó kò wà round two náà wà.
ẹ má bínú kẹ́ ẹ tó lọ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kẹ́ ẹ tó lọ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹnìkan wà tó lè fáyà mi ní tyf ẹni tó ṣe Mr. Kẹ́mi ni o àwọn ni
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
treasurer wa ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run ẹ má jẹ́ ń jẹ gbá tá a bá parí ìpàdé yìí ẹ jọ̀ọ́ Mr. Adex ẹ ní bínú Mr.
okay.
Kẹ́mi náà ti wà lórí ẹ jẹ́ kí Mr. Kẹ́mi ó sáré lọ Mr. Kẹ́mi ẹ jẹ́ tètè sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má bínú
Mo ti
over to
wà
no
you
ń
sir.
bíbà
obìnrin àkọ́ni sọ pé
before
kí Mr.
ti wà.
Des sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan tí Mr. Des bá ṣe tán máa tẹ̀lé wọn.
okay Mr.
Okay, ẹ
Adex
ṣé.
ẹ jẹ́ lọ ẹ má
Mojúbà
bínú
Mojúbà Elédùmarè, Mojúbà ọmọdé, Mojúbà àgbà, Mojúbà ọkùnrin, Mojúbà obìnrin. Permit me to start from this proverb pé tí ọwọ́ ẹni ò bá tí ì tẹ eku idà, a kì í béèrè ikú tó pa bàbá ẹni, ní tó ṣe bí òwe. Majority àwa Yorùbá a rí struggle yìí bí nǹkan tó yẹ pé within 6 months, 1 year a máa rí gbà. So kíní yẹn ó ti build emotion wa tó yẹ pé because the way báwọn èèyàn ṣe ń gbé a sọ fact bí nǹkan ṣe ń rí a bára wa sọ̀rọ̀. And Yorùbá bí Yorùbá ṣe jẹ́ Yorùbá ní enemy tó pọ̀. Aláwọn enemy tó yẹ pé international a dẹ̀ ní tó yẹ pé Hausa, Fulani, Igbo and other ethnic. A dẹ̀ tún ní enemy within us among the Yorùbás because àwọn enemy tìta látìgbà yẹn tán ti lọ ń fi jígí tán fi ń gba kòkó tán fi ń gba gbogbo kíní. So wọ́n ti gbogbo kíní yẹn náà ti ń ṣe láti lè kó Yorùbá lẹ́rú. Yorùbá ṣì wà nínú ẹrú yẹn because kíní yẹn ò tí ì tán ní ara Yorùbá. Because tá bá ń wò pé okay a fẹ́ gba Yorùbá tí gbogbo wa kàn kọrí síbì kan tí ò sí any strategy tá kàn sọ pé okay Yorùbá nation a máa gbà lénìí a máa gbà lọ́la. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n lo example the last one wọ́n ní kò ní sí election ní Èkìtì àtọ̀ṣun and àìdébí àwọn tó wà nílé wọn á sọ pé wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n dìbò ńgbà yẹn kán wá gbé ọmọ bóyá ọmọ Hausa ni àbí ọmọ Igbo tó kàn ti pẹ́ ní Èkìtì àbí Ọ̀ṣun tó wá wọlé kó wá máa take decision lórí wa báwo ni ẹ bá ṣe rí. And more so in Yoruba land today even the IGP of police ó lágbára ju governor lọ. Kí nìdí governor máa pàṣẹ IG ó máa sọ pé rárá kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀ because Yorùbá lack behind in political power. Ìgbà yẹn táwọn Fúlàní tí wọ́n máa ti kó ọmọ wọn sí sójà Yorùbá ṣe ń kàwé lọ. Àwọn ọmọ Ìgbò wọn máa ṣe petty trade wọ́n ti ń ṣe tiwọn lọ nìyẹn. So that political power òun ni Buhari ń lò yìí. Ó ṣe train lọ Maradi kò sẹ́nibọ̀dì tó lè challenge ẹ̀. IG chief of army staff gbogbo wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó kó síbẹ̀. Nǹkan mo fẹ́ kárí is not about Tinubu it's about Yorùbá and nǹkan tó jẹ́ kí kíní rí báyìí because many people wọ́n ti rí Yorùbá struggle yìí as their survivor because tí anybody bá gba other route yàtọ̀ sí ti tiwọn ó máa bí wọn nú. For instance èèyàn tó ti monetize page ẹ̀ tó fi ń campaign tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé òun parọ́ tán ẹ̀ tó sọ pé okay by December wọ́n máa gba Yorùbá nation wọ́n máa ṣe gbá wọ́n máa ṣàwò. So gbogbo àwọn reaction yẹn lẹ́yìn it's like bí pé wọ́n ń destroy market fún wọn. So àwọn tó so permit me to say this majority wọ́n lazy láti mọ history because nǹkan tó kàn ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n ń rí struggle Yorùbá wọ́n kàn ń rí i pé from 1999 wọ́n wo time Àfọ̀njá tí kìíní yẹn ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ wọ́n pé àwọn Fúlàní wọ́n ń follow nǹkan tí bàbá wọn ti ṣe sílẹ̀. So tá bá kàn relax okay for instance tí Àtíkù bá wọlé my opinion tí Àtíkù bá wọlé ó ṣì ń continue Fúlàní agenda. Tí Òbí bá ṣe mistake wọlé then ó ń continue Azikiwe àbí Ojukwu agenda. So ṣé for instance tí táwa sọ pé Tinubu wá wọlé ńsìn tá a bá sọ pé a fẹ́ ṣe rally àbí a fẹ́ campaign a fẹ́ dáwọ́ sílẹ̀ kò sí bí Tinubu yẹn ṣe lè burú tó kó sọ pé kán pa gbogbo Yorùbá run. But tí Àtíkù bá wà ńbẹ̀ àbí òbí tó yẹ pé wọ́n ti ń claim Lagos is normal land, is no small no man's land. Tó bá wọlé táwọn ń pariwo Yorùbá nation à ń lọ ibo láti fẹ́ rí bọ̀. For instance, kò sẹ́nibọ̀dì tó lè ra AK-47 without passing through federal government. Wọn ò lè release ẹ̀. Ẹ wo ti Akérédolú ìbára Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn tó sọ pé òun máa hàmù ní Katsina, wọ́n ní kan hàmù because àwọn ló wà lórí oyè. Ẹ wo àwọn Fúlàní tó wà ní gbogbo wa tó ń pààyàn, tó bá mú wọn lọ sí police station, wọ́n á ní order from above. Ọmọ Yorùbá ló jẹ́ IGP tó wà ń bẹ̀. Tọmọ Yorùbá jẹ́ president, tọmọ Yorùbá wà ní power. Kò sí ni wọ́n máa ṣépè fún ni. But governor ń pàṣẹ ní South West, IGP tó jókòó sí Abuja, ó sọ pé no, kan release kan máa gbé case bọ̀ l'Abuja. Until ó di ọjọ́ Babangida tó gbé FCT kúrò ní Lagos lọ sí Abuja, wọ́n mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe. Bí FCT ṣe wà ní Lagos, ṣé irú nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣé wọ́n máa ṣẹlẹ̀? Gbogbo ọ̀nà la lè lò, but ìyẹn ò mí pé kí gbogbo wa dẹ̀ focus lórí ọ̀nà kan. Ká dẹ̀ sọ pé okay, yes, a fẹ́ gbà kíní without strategy. And I will make this thing clear to all of us. Yorùbá nation tá a fẹ́ gbà yìí, no nation kan tó lè gbà fún wa. Àwa fún alára wa la máa gbà fún wa. Tá bá believe pé ó ní United Nations kan, world power kan, àwọn gan they are part of our enemy because nǹkan tó ń benefit. Ògì ni àwọn epo tó ń fa everything, gbogbo nǹkan tó ń kú lọ́dọ̀ wa. Ṣé wọ́n máa fẹ́ wá ká pín kíní ẹ̀? Tó bá ti pín, wọ́n mọ̀ pé a máa lè control on their own. That is why they issue visa everywhere kí wọ́n ṣáà máa sábọ̀ in their abroad. Ọmọ Yorùbá ló pọ̀ ní gbogbo àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́, tó ń ṣe everything because they know that we have that brain. But wọ́n ti destabilize wa, wọ́n fẹ́ wá kí mind wa kó wà lójú kan. So these one people that we see bíbí pé wọ́n lè save wa, àwọn gan àwọn náà wọ́n ní titi wọn lọ́wọ́, but they pretend as if they love us. Fulani ń sìn tán wà ń sìn because it's because of this election. During this election, àwọn terrorist attack.
Ẹ ti wà níbì kan tí àwọn ẹyẹ ń dún pẹ̀lú yín báyìí o.
Sorry.
1 minute more. 1 minute
Yeah.
more. 1
Okay.
minute more.
So wọ́n ti yí wa ká tó rẹ pé wọ́n believe pé wọ́n wo bí election yẹn ṣe ń lọ pé okay, don't let us disturb, let's see where it will end. But mo fẹ́ to round it up ní ti primary election nígbà TINUBU wọ́n gbé fún man yìí o. He fought for it because wọ́n ti ní consensus already. And if this man tí ò bá sọ̀rọ̀, he has learned from Awolowo and he has learned from Abiola because ọ̀rọ̀ táwa Yorùbá máa ń sọ síta, Yorùbá a máa ń sọ nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe lórí social media, a máa ń sọ síta. Àwọn tàdé ń rí ìyá Hausa, àwọn nǹkan tó ń fẹ́ ṣe náà máa sọ síta so that people will follow that direction. Ilé tó ń fẹ́ ṣe wọ́n máa gbé sínú, but ilé tó yẹ ká gbé sínú a máa ń sọ síta. That is why pé enemy máa easily láti get to. So I will urge everyone, let's think.
Okay, ẹ parí ọ̀rọ̀ yín.
So let us think straight. Let's face the reality. Everybody ló ní key lọ́wọ́. So àmọ́ eléyìí tó máa ṣe. So tí ẹni kì bá ṣe, eléyìí tó bá ṣe náà ni gbogbo àná okay, glory be to God. But tí gbogbo wa kàn lo key, tá a sọ pé key kan là ń lò. Tí key yẹn bá lọ lost, èwo la fẹ́ lò. So thank you because of the time.
Thank you very much. Ẹ lo time gan o. Mi ìfẹ́ ká engage.
Ààrẹ ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe ní 3 minutes. Bye. Ẹ jọ.
Okay.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe
báyìí. Ẹ̀yin máa jẹ́ timer mi.
Màmá time.
Mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ bẹ̀yìn tọ́lá àwọn kan message mi lẹ́yìn. Ẹ má yẹ ká kick anybody out o. Gbogbo àwa moderators.
Ẹ má bínú ààrẹ, mi lè promise yín bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹni tó bá disobey rule tí èmi àti olórí lájọ moderate bí báyìí. Ẹni tí a bá ti wọ́n tí wọ́n bá ti gbọ́, they will be kicked out. Tí tó bá ní wá ní rule wọn kan kick out, mind.
Okay.
tó bá wọ̀ wí dẹ́n.
Mo ti gbọ́ ẹni sọ̀rọ̀.
3 minutes. 3 minutes ẹ já bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Ẹni sọ̀rọ̀. Mo tún fẹ́ bẹ olórí àti obìnrin. Mo tún bẹ̀ yín lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Ẹ jẹ́ á ní sùúrù. No matter what people say, ẹ má jẹ́ ká ti anybody síta for now. Ẹni tẹ́ bá ti kìlọ̀ fún, ẹ jọ ẹ state out. Torí mo gba a lot of back channel. Mo kàn bẹ̀bẹ̀ ní ẹjọ́. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀. The next person tí a fẹ́ pè ó ní Kẹ́mi. My brother Kemi. My brother Kemi.
Yeah, ẹ ṣe púpọ̀. Ìlẹ̀kẹ̀ má jà sílé, ìlẹ̀kẹ̀ má jà síta. Ibì kan ló ṣáà máa já sí. Èmi ò kí ń ṣọlọ́rọ̀ púpọ̀ and mi ò kí ń explain ara mi fún àwọn èèyàn because reality tèmi ń rí yàtọ̀ sí reality tí ẹlòmíì ń rí. Èmi ò care nípa Tinubu, mi ò care nípa anybody, mi ò dẹ̀ ní kí anybody dìbò fún Tinubu. Because left to me, Tinubu should not even be on that ballot to even start with. Mr. TJ sọ̀rọ̀ kan lẹ́ẹ̀kan. Mr. TJ ní gbogbo àwọn tó ti jẹ gọ́vnọ̀ pé Lagos ni wọ́n ti dìde. Òun ló fún wọn bóyá either way he has helped them. But how have they been able to help the Yoruba people? What has been the agenda for Yoruba people? What has been the antecedent? Like, okay, oh, this is the plan for Yoruba people. How have they been able to Yorubanize Yoruba land? Of what benefit are the useless governors and the senators that we have? Well, who is Tinubu himself thinking of self-preservation? Is Tinubu thinking Yoruba first to even start with? I don't have problem with him, but I'm not one of his fans. All the hegemony he built it for himself, maybe for this day. And I won't blame him for that. But at the same time, I don't know. Like somebody said it from the chat that with Tinubu as people to go and kill Yoruba people. Obasanjo did it. Though there is speculation or whether true or not, Obasanjo is an Igbo man with Yoruba woman, I don't care. But he's using the Yoruba name to eat. And how has he been able to help Yoruba land? TYF has rules. And that is why some informations, we can't even say it in the public. But this is my stand. Like, think Yoruba first. I don't care about Nigeria, number one. I
1
don't
minute more.
care about Tinubu, number two. I don't care about 2000 and
Mr. Kemi has 5 minutes, please. He's an executive.
I don't care about what was it called? 2023 election. The mandate we stand is to have our own environment, control our own border, give our people a good life. But as it is presently, who is at the center of the struggle? Some people are saying they want to declare Yoruba nation. If you declare Yoruba nation, which security do you have to uphold it? Just as of yesterday, tens or let me say tens of Yoruba people were kidnapped along Lagos, Ibadan. What are the security personnel doing? If we have our own personnel, internal personnel. So as it is dicey. So I won't say because somebody is supporting Tinubu, I'll take that person as enemy. And me that is standing that this is my own mandate. What I want is Yoruba nation. The person should not put knife on my neck as well. Because I know, like I keep saying, either Tinubu, Obi, or Atiku, it is still win-win for Yoruba nation. In the sense that those people that are still seen from one lens, we are in one Nigeria, we are the same people. Let us put ourselves together. Let us pan Yoruba or Pan-Africanism or whatever nonsense that anybody might be talking about. Without thinking of themselves first, without thinking Yoruba first, it will be so clear and glaring to them that they are on their own. And to those who are talking like they are Tinubu, they are whatever, what effort, apart from talking, what effort have you made in that Yoruba land today? Are you Yorubanizing people, Yoruba people? Are you trying to secure the land? What effort? What has been your challenges? And what are the ways or what are the things that you are thinking that we can do to help our people? And somebody who felt, let me support this person. On the other, like I don't care much about Tinubu. At the same time, I could look at it from this angle. During the Nadeko, it was one of them. I remember when Baba Wole Soyinka was talking about Tinubu, that is a strategist. That during when they were chased away during the Nadeko, whatever, he did this, he did that to help the situation. But he said he doesn't know what has happened over time. So the same thing with me. I could look at it that, okay, he has said during the Nadeko. He sees somebody like Buhari, because Buhari waited patiently. He prostrated, he did everything. And I could look at what Fulani has achieved within 8 years. Maybe this could have taught Tinubu how to use power. Instead of him carrying one Nigeria on his head and want to kill himself, he has not helped Yoruba people. He has only built wealth and power for himself, not for Yoruba people. Because if he has helped Yoruba people, as Yoruba people today, will be more conscious of ourselves, of our existence. But who knows? If Buhari has taught every one of them how to self-preserve and how to think your people first. I don't know. So as the case is, I'm in between. But mo mọ̀ wípé ilẹ̀kẹ̀ má jà sílé, ilẹ̀kẹ̀ má jà síta. Ibìkan ló máa já sí as it is. So before anybody come and insult anybody, before anybody come to say, oh, you are a traitor, you are this, you are that, what has been your home? What has been the challenges? How many organizations have you called and they responded to you and you table your request? I know where Think Yoruba First has been to. I know the doors that Think Yoruba First have knocked in order to get to Yoruba Nation. How many doors have you knocked? Apart from just talking and condemnation, it is not just enough for us to be saying, oh, he has done this, he has done that. I don't explain myself to people. I face my struggle. If I win, good for me. You will later say congratulations to me. And if I lose, I don't even care initially. I know it is my cross. I will keep carrying it. As it is presently, I don't care, Tinubu or nobody. My position, Think Yoruba First position is my position. We don't have anything to do with 2023 election. But that doesn't mean we should not listen to people. Think Yoruba First have a think tank team that even think for them. How many things do people that are criticizing and cursing, how many things do you have? How much have you spent from your pocket to carry out Yoruba agenda? So if you are looking at Think Yoruba First, being on Clubhouse, and you think it's just on Clubhouse, you are just deceiving yourself. You don't know the number of doors they've knocked at. You don't know what they have in plan. You don't know their current project. It's beyond each and every members of Think Yoruba First. So I'm not saying anybody is attacking us. But if Think Yoruba First are saying they are not condemning Mr. TJ, that doesn't mean they are stupid or probably because they've taken something behind. How much you think about? How much would they give to Think Yoruba First? Every option we are trying to navigate. But in this case, the position is still very clear. We don't care about 2023. It's not going to help us. Abiola did it. Ojaya last. And many other people. So, and in my own opinion, I don't even think the 2023 election will hold. Fulani are just pending down. They are just, I know, either Fulani or bandit or ISWAP or whatever. They know what they are doing. Ó dàbí eku ni, wọ́n gé ẹ̀jẹ̀, wọ́n tún fi àtẹ́gùn díẹ̀ sí, wàá rò parí àti ti máa lọlẹ̀, wọ́n tún gé ẹ̀jẹ̀ again. Who will think that on Lagos Ibadan they will still kidnap people yesterday? So ìlẹ̀kẹ̀ má jà sílé má jà síta, ibìkan ló máa já sí. As it is presently, it is very dicey. But that doesn't mean, because even the issue of Tinubu or what Tinubu is even like, it's not even clear to him. It's not clear to anybody what will happen tomorrow in Nigeria. Nobody knows except those who have the key. So instead of us killing ourselves on somebody, why can't we take in depth and think about it? I'm not for anything. To hell with Nigeria, to hell with 2023, to hell with any whatever they might be. But the truth is this. People that are complaining, what is the way out? Some people say, oh, we're going to declare, we are going to declare. In a place where we are going to declare, we should have flushed all our foreign from all these wicked people that are there. We should have a center that will make a pronunciation, and every sons and daughter of Yoruba will follow. But as it is, we don't even have. So this is what thing Yoruba day and night they keep thinking about, they keep ruminating about it. How can we salvage the situation? What is to come tomorrow? If it happens, what is the plan on ground for Yoruba people? This is what Yoruba First is thinking about. So bringing Mr. TJ, I don't know him. He's a Yoruba person. Yes, he's my family. But that is going the political route. Some people have been saying from day one that political route. But I don't believe in people that will even do the political route. Because our governors, if they are self-conscious, things wouldn't have gone bad in Yoruba land as it is. They would have done anything possible to Yorubanize Yoruba people and empower them economically and be thinking of them. So, in conclusion, instead of you attacking somebody, why not think on your own? Form your own organization. What can we do? This is Professor Kito said something. He said this fight is going to be multifaceted. It's going to be multi-face whatever. So if it's going to be like that, let me fight from my own angle. You fight from your own angle, and let us see if we're going to meet at the center.
Please
I
help us to
yield.
round up. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Mr. Kemi has spoken. Mr. Adex have got spoken. Anike has spoken.
That's
So on
Ubuntu.
so okay, so we have Ubuntu here. Baba Olayinka, are you there?
Baba.
Okay. Okay,
You
it's not here.
Baba Bola.
Omoshaki Okun is
Can I
here.
quickly go, please? Ouch. I'm already
Okay, I'm
asleep.
coming.
Can I quickly
I
I'm
go,
am
coming.
here,
please?
oh, I am here, but tell him Magbariwo díẹ̀.
Okay, no problem, sir. No problem, ma. KLX, are you there?
Okay.
I am here too.
What
I've
I
been
want to
asking
say is that
to get a
I'm
chance to
coming.
speak.
I'm coming. Eduro, ma. We are trying to take a cue. So Yuri,
Right,
are you
right.
there? Okay. So Ifashupo. So Ubuntu, Omo, Yawashaki Okun, and Ifashupo, they will go. So Ubuntu, take the mic.
Okay, hello everybody. Let me borrow Are's words. I greet everybody in the name of Olodumare. Sorry, in case there's background noise, I'm
Thank
in the
you.
salon. So the first I want to say is this, right? I was in a room yesterday, and because people disagree with each other politically, they were cursing at each other's children. I honestly don't know how that thing hits. These are people that are trying to win followers, and because you don't agree with certain people um, politically or for whatever reason, then you are cursing at each other's children. Like that's just a no-no. Please, if you're in this room, I know that I don't have any control over anybody, right? I'm just a small girl, but please, I beg you, please stop. Like, let's stop.
You have a
Hear me.
signal problem. Okay. Go
Can you
on.
still hear me, please?
We can
Okay.
hear you now. Go on.
Okay. So the other thing I want to say is this, right? I like to put things in proper.
We can't hear you again,
No, it's not
Ubuntu.
that I'm now talking that everybody's trying to call me. Yeah. So the first thing is I like to put things into proper perspective and proper context. I don't support Tinubu. Like a lot of people on this app know me outside of Clubhouse, right? If anybody has ever heard me campaign or support Tinubu, even outside of this app, like they can call me out on it. Having said that, however, right? I do not see Yoruba Nation coming in 2023. The options on the table are the TINUBU, Peter Obi, the political process, as you would call it, right? I have said to people that know me, I say, listen, if you say that, oh, because you don't want to participate, you don't want to join the roads, which is fair. But if you say you want everybody to just sit down, fold their arms and are just watching, that is double jeopardy, right? Because you don't have Yoruba Nation now. We don't have Yoruba Nation now, right? But you still don't want to engage in the political process. And so I always use the excuse of, okay, so whether it's Scooby-Doo or Barney and Friends that put themselves in Aso Rock, it means you cannot complain. Like, you cannot say that you're being marginalized, right? For me, I feel like it's even better. I don't want to be part of it, like, but I would not, what do you call it? I don't, because I cannot be right. But for people who are willing to give them a run for their money, right? And who are willing to engage and who are willing to say, you know what, let's take baby steps. Let us, because you still need a platform, right? You still need a platform because it's not, somebody is interjecting me. So the way Nigeria has always, right, and I'll give an example of 2015 that brought Buhari into power. At the time Jonathan was voted out, it's not because people thought that Buhari would do a better job. It's just, okay, which one do I like? It's for want of a better choice, right? Which one at least do I feel at least would do something, right? And that's how it has always been. So I can understand people saying, oh, Tinubu does not have the interest of the Yoruba people. I actually agree with that. But again, I would not say to people that don't be part of them. Honestly, I think it's just bad advice because, you know, so what are you getting? What are you, you're just there. You don't have Yoruba Nation, and then yet the economy is going to the dogs. You're not protecting your land. You're not even doing anything to at least, you know, to say like, okay, at least we've made baby steps. Like, let's engage with these people. And this is just a way of example. I'm not saying that that's what will happen. If, okay, let me just use somebody else. Let's say Are, for example. Are was part of the people on the ballot boxes, and he doesn't believe in Yoruba Nation. You can at least say to him, okay, you don't want to give us Yoruba Nation, but please do not, do not clamp down against us the way that is being done to the likes of Nnamdi Kanu. You know, there are conversations that you can have, but completely just sitting down and just watching and saying you're not going to do anything. Honestly, I think it's bad advice. Now, the last thing I'm going to say is when people say, oh, and I think Obìnrin Akanṣe touched upon this, that we all agreed that we should not vote, we should not be part of the, sorry, 1 minute. We should not be part of the political process. I also don't think that's good advice, because I've given this example before. The last elections, right? Less than 20% of Nigerians voted. Voter apathy has always been the order of the day in Nigeria. It doesn't change anything. If the next elections, only 1% of Nigerians vote, nothing will change. Your president will still be your president. The governors will still be the governors. So I don't think that that's necessary. I feel like people who are willing, people who have the mind to give them a run for their money, even though that is not necessarily what will bring Yoruba Nation. That is not what will give Yoruba Nation a structure. I just don't think that it is right to now start cursing at people's children, people that say, you know what, I want to give it a try. I want to be part of it. I want to engage these people. I want to, at least on the one side, fight for my people. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. If you don't want to be part of it, that's fine. That is you, right? But people just think, some people think that they're the gatekeepers of the Yoruba people. And so if you're not doing it their way, then they feel like they need to call you out, like they're feeding you. That's just absolute nonsense. But anyway, I'll land my plane with that. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you. It's about it. Ogun go do collaboration with Thunder, fire you. The way you take go empty-handed, now that empty-handed, now you take come back. You dey enjoy the. Una know wetin dey annoy me pass for this election matter. Those of you now wey be say una dey abroad. Una dey abroad, na comot for this country because una dey find good life for una self and una children. I make una run comot because this country e no good, e no let una stay. I make una run comot. But you can't comot now dey abroad. You dey from there dey campaign for PDP and APC. Wey kill this country, wey make this country dey like this so. Wey not make you feel stay, you still dey campaign for them. Now Ogun go kill you. Now Ogun, there is no two ways about it. Ogun go do collaboration with thunder, fire you. The way you take go empty-handed, now that empty-handed, now you take come back. You dey enjoy the good things of life, oh. You see, government provide good road for them. Security you get. What anything way that you dey pay for, you dey receive and you dey receive light, good road. Make we see the vote for this PDP and APC for here. Where you live, where you because of a wrong. E no go better for you. Anything where you lay your hand upon for that side, e no go move forward. Not because na karma. Now wetin you bring upon yourself, now you dey receive so. Because I can you imagine how this country don die rich? The thing can't pay you, you can't run. You don't even consider people where e still run no wey not fit make can reach there. All of them kpakpa for Libya road. Today now that they kidnap who they kidnap. They send videos to their loved ones for yeah. Make that they bring out some money they picky. You can't see get mad because say you don't cross. You don't dey obodo ibo. Anyhow we waka for here, you not concern you again. You still the campaign. You still you get mad on your useless phone. On your useless phone, we go put you for trouble. Say you dey campaign for all these old men we kill this country. You know better for you. Anything will run for you. It go run for you and your family and your children. And your children. Because if they wish other children bad luck, how your children go take better, I not go better for them. Now wait till you bring upon yourself, now you they receive so this early morning. Now I say me I can't tell una where they vote, they say una want the same government and leaders where kill this country, where no one made this country better. If I today now youths now they don't get safe for this country. You still they agitate for them, not go better for you. Una know where security you get.
All the
But anything way
administrators of Think Yoruba First. And I greet my brother TJ. uh, I said this thing yesterday and I want to repeat it again. So just like there is a Yoruba adage that says all of us cannot sleep and face one direction. And for my brother TJ now to join APC, I think he told me anyway, he called me and he told me that this was his reason and this was his reason, this was his reason, this was his reason, this was his reason. I even actually invited me for the meeting, which I did not attend, and I did not bother to call him back. What is the progress? So, and that doesn't make me to hate him. And then I'm trying to learn from my own ancestors, from one history that I learned in the course of my going back. And we know that one of our ancestors, Orunmila, he usually travel. He's a traveler. He was a traveler in his days. And then, so Orunmila went far. He went far then. So, and at Otu Ife was now having problem, crisis. Many invaders, they have invaded Ife. And Ife was no longer the way it used to be, no more peace and everything. So then Olodumare instructed Orunmila to go back and solve the problem of Ife people. And they said from that Oduifa, they said there's an Ifa word that came that àjèjì ò lè ṣèlú, onílùú nìkan ló lè tún ìlú ẹ̀ ṣe. Ẹni tó lóró nìkan ni kó jẹ́ kó tún orò yìí ṣe. So I don't know that a stranger can never solve the problem of a land. Only the people of those land can solve the problem of their land. So and from that Ifa, I learned that Oturarera, Orunmila left where he was with 14,000. We could remember in those days when there was no car, how far the journey was. So with 14,000, they said Egba 14,000 people that Orunmila left with. And on the way, all the people that followed Orunmila that we want to go and redeem people of Ife, they all fell away on the way. But Orunmila had a focus that I'm going back to Ife.
That you they pay for, they receive, and they receive light, good road, good social amenities. But you they say make we see the vote for this PDP and APC for here where you live, where you because of a wrong. It not go better for you. Anything where you lay your hand upon for that side, it not go move forward. Not because now karma. Now wait till you bring upon yourself. Now they receive so. Because I can you imagine how this country don't die rich. The thing can't pay you. You can't run. You don't even consider people where it still run no way not female can reach there. All of them back for Libya Road. Today now that they kidnap who they kidnap. They send videos to their loved ones for yeah. May that they bring out some money, else they'll buy their picking. You can't still get mad because you don't cross, you don't dare obodo ibo. Anyhow we work out for yeah, you not concern you again. You still they campaign, you still they you get mad on your useless phone. On your useless phone, we go put you for trouble. Say you they campaign for all these old men we kill this country. You not go better for you. Anything where you lay your hand upon for good, you not go prosper. You will never see light in your life. The way you take they pray for darkness for this country, light go run from you. Every good things of life go run for you. It go run for you and your family and your children. And your children. Because if they wish other children bad luck, how your children go take better, I not go better for them. Now wait till you bring upon yourself, now they receive so this early morning. Now I say me I can't tell now where they vote, they say una want the same government and leaders where kill this country, where no one made this country better. If today now youths now they don't get safe for this country, you still they agitate for them, not go better for you. Una know waiting they annoy me pass for this election matter. Those of you now where be say una there abroad. Una there abroad this country because una they find good life. This country, it not good, it not let una stay. Now make una run come out. But you can't come out now there abroad. You they from there they campaign for PDP and APC. Where kill this country, where make this country day like this so. Where not make you feel stay, you still they campaign for them. Now Google kill you. Now Ogun, there is no two ways about it. Ogun go do collaboration with thunder, fire you. The way you take go empty-handed, now that empty-handed, now you take come back. You they enjoy the good things of life, oh. You see, government provide good road for them. Security you get. What anything way that you they pay for, they receive and they receive light, good road, good social amenities. But you they say make we see the vote for this PDP and APC for here where you live, where you because of a wrong. It not go better for you. Anything where you lay your hand upon for that side, it not go move forward. Not because na karma. Now wait till you bring upon yourself. Now you they receive so. Because I pay you. You can't run. You don't even consider people where it still run no way not female can reach there. All of them back for Libya road.
Káyẹ̀ fáwọn amúnisìn tó ń dààmú wa. Yorùbá nation tí a wí ti dé. Káyẹ̀ fáwọn amúnisìn tó ń dààmú wa. Káyọ̀ra wa kúrò lóko ẹrú o. Yorùbá ronú jinlẹ̀ ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ mi o. Káyọ̀ra wa kúrò lóko ẹrú. Yorùbá ronú jinlẹ̀ ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ mi o. Ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń bẹ nílé o àtèyí tó wà láàjò gbogbo wa ló kàn ó. Ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń bẹ nílé àtèyí tó wà láàjò gbogbo wa ló kàn ó. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣera wa lóṣooṣù ọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣera wa lóṣooṣù ọ̀. Kágbára wa lóko ẹrú. Lóko ẹrú òye. Ẹ tẹ́tí kí ẹ ní àgọ́ o, kí ẹ wá gbọ́rọ̀ ọlẹ́nu mi o. Ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ gbàdílẹ̀ yìí o. Ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ tẹ́tí ẹ gbọ́, nílé nílòkò gbàdílẹ̀ yìí o. Ìjàngbara tí ẹ wí ti dé o, Yorùbá ká sọ̀wọ́ pààrọ̀ ká gbòmìnira. Ìjàngbara tí a wí ti dé, Yorùbá ká sọ̀wọ́ pààrọ̀ ká gbòmìnira. Yorùbá nation tí a wí ti dé o, káyẹ̀ fáwọn amúnisìn tó ń dààmú wa. Yorùbá nation tí a wí ti dé, káyẹ̀ fáwọn amúnisìn tó ń dààmú wa. Káyọ̀ra wa kúrò lóko ẹrú o, Yorùbá ronú jinlẹ̀ ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ mi o. Káyọ̀ra wa kúrò lóko ẹrú, Yorùbá ronú jinlẹ̀ ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ mi o. Ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń bẹ nílé o àtèyí tó wà láàjò gbogbo wa ló kàn ó. Ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń bẹ nílé àtèyí tó wà láàjò gbogbo wa ló kàn ó. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣera wa lóṣooṣù ọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣera wa lóṣooṣù ọ̀. Kágbára wa lóko ẹrú. Kágbára wa kúrò lóko ẹrú. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá ẹ kíyè sọ̀rọ̀ mi. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sowọ́ papọ̀ ká yọra wa kúrò lóko ẹrú. Ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ ká parapọ̀ ká jìjàngbara. Ìran Yorùbá ká kúrò lábẹ́ àwọn amúnisìn tó ń yan ní jẹ. Kápá gbogbo ègún burúkú tó ń bẹ lórí ìran Yorùbá rẹ. Ogun ajínigbé àti ogun agbénipa. Ó tó gẹ́ ìran Yorùbá kì í ṣẹrú. Gbogbo lọ́balọ́ba nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin àgbààgbà tó ń bẹ nínú ìran Yorùbá. Ẹ foríkorí. Bó bá lórí mímọ́ àáfọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ ni. Òwe ládé ìjà gbòǹgbò àkàlà. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká torí èní bọ̀là wa jẹ́. Ẹ̀yin alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pátápátá. Ẹ gbéra nílẹ̀ kẹ́dìdé. Kí ẹ wá gba òmìnira wa fún wa. Òrìṣà Tọ́lá Abímbọ́lá. Tó lóhùn òní gbà fáwọn alábọ̀dé. Àtàwọn ajogun tó ń bẹ lórí ìran káàárọ̀ oòjíire bí. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sowọ́pọ̀ ká ṣera wa lọ́kan. Ìṣọ̀kan 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 máa ló jà jù kọ́mọ Yorùbá lè gbòmìnira. Ìṣọ̀kan 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 máa ló jà jù kọ́mọ Yorùbá lè gbòmìnira. Ìṣọ̀kan 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 máa ló tójò lá olórí ejò ń wọ́bọ̀ lẹ́yìn wọn. Ó dá mi lójú kò sẹ́ni tí ó dùbú ọmọ ejò lọ́nà. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá bá a bá fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan ló máa jẹ́ ká lè gbòmìnira tiwa. Ìṣọ̀kan 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 máa ló jà jù kọ́mọ Yorùbá lè gbòmìnira. Ìṣọ̀kan 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 máa ló jà jù kọ́mọ Yorùbá lè gbòmìnira. Ìṣọ̀kan 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 kọ́mọ Yorùbá lè gbòmìnira. Ìṣọ̀kan 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 máa ló jà jù kọ́mọ Yorùbá lè gbòmìnira.
ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má bínú o Clubhouse ó ń ṣe bákanbákan lórí desktop so mo máa play ẹ pẹ̀lú fóònù mi mo fẹ́ ká gbọ́ tán ẹ má bínú ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo máa wá think Yorùbá first lórí fóònù mi nísìn mo kí gbogbo yín o ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má bínú ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ já máa lò bẹ́ẹ̀ báyìí wait jẹ́ kó sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n ti ó kú ti jẹ́ kán mọ̀ pé òun wà nínú ilé yes mo ti rí rúùmù ok màá wá fast forward síbi tá a gbọ́dé ẹ má bínú ẹ jọ̀ọ́ èmi náà mi ì sí nínú ilé mi ì sí nílé. This is my stand now. If you want to be my friend, be my friend. If you don't want to be my friend, then stay away from me. But unlike some people, they'll be pretending and we'll be hailing them. And they come out to tell us something that make us to be happy. Because they know that this is what we want to hear. And we'll still be clapping for them. So to me, I don't believe in that idea. Castigating somebody who said, this is how I feel this thing will be done. That is the way he felt. And he can still change his mind tomorrow and say, oh, I thought that was the right way. Now I am back to my people. So that's the only thing I want to say. So as for Nigeria, because the plan of the enemy is to divide us. And when a house is divided against itself, it can never stand. So that is my submission. Let
me just quickly remind
ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi comment síbẹ̀ yẹn tí ẹ bá ń gbọ́ mi tí ẹ bá ń gbọ́ kíní yẹn jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá mi comment síbẹ̀.
I just want to make a little correction. I or our organization did not join APC. I have to make that clear. We did not join APC. We made ourselves clear that we are only supporting that Yoruba man. And that is it. And what that Yoruba man is going to do for us has nothing to do with a political party. That is one. And two, you made mention of what are the things that are going on. What have we been doing from the Yoruba nationalists? Number one, I want you to remember there are so many people who has monetized this journey. You have to understand that. Let me remind you of one instance where a person said he needs 10 million to deliver a whole Yoruba nation. And people actually contributed that 10 million. And after some time, he said that 10 million is not enough, that he need another, I think 13 million. The whole money they've been, from my understanding, is over 25 million they contributed to that same man. Today, where is that money? Where is Yoruba Nation? Nobody talk about that. That is it. Number two, we knew about, and we all heard about some Baba that they said they are going to make a lot of Ejuju, Ebo, and that is what is going to happen. But people did not even talk about that. Where is the money? Where is Yoruba Nation from there? Nothing. And then there are other people who say that they are already in the bush. Yeah? That they will do all sort of things. Where is it? We did not hear anything. In fact, some people said that they will go and bomb River Niger. What have they done? Nothing. They keep milking people. So why is it that this our own solution, just one that we said, well, come on, let us try it, that now become a problem? That's my case.
Thank you, brother. And can I borrow?
Okay.
So you see, this was a thing. I think by now you already know what we wanted to say, and some people that are still saying they don't know. We know why they say that. For this kind of people, there is no point wasting time with them. I look at it this way. See why I am
because complaining that's something.
Okay? It's not easy to even do it. It's very expensive. But regardless, we're doing what we can. What Mr. TEEJAY has done is not different from what Afenifere has done. Afenifere will tell you, oh, they want Yoruba Nation. It's not that they don't want Yoruba Nation. But guess what? They were out there and that they are for one Nigeria and that they are a political party. And up to today, whoever has seen Afenifere's what they agree with Obi, at least that faction of Afenifere, because another faction of Afenifere is meeting with Tinubu today, endorsing Tinubu. Whoever has seen that other Afenifere's agreement with Obi, please come and tell us, because I want to know what is it that they negotiated. Because all I see,
who is speaking?
At least what they said, you have to believe them by what they say. What they said was that they are for one Nigeria to continue, and they believe in fairness that other people should also be president in Nigeria. Mr. TEEJAY, on the other hand, he has his own. They didn't even talk about Yoruba Nation. They can talk about it in private, that's what they wanted, but in public they didn't talk about it at all. They said they are for one Nigeria. Mr. TEEJAY, on his own case, he looked at it that, okay, he wants to do political solution. He doesn't believe, he thinks Yoruba vote is not going to go with Obi. Neither will he go with Atiku. He chose to go with Tinubu. Why do you guys want his head? I don't understand. And on top of that, he gave you all the negotiations that he had with a lot of these things that was in what he wanted. These are the things that people wanted in nationalist movements as well. So, Emi Ori Ijaninu. What I have problem with that the same people that are on this platform saying they want Yoruba Nation. You are opening rooms and you are putting title Mr. Jamba, fake agitator, all of this nonsense there. Those are the people that I feel like, it seems to me that these people think this is a joke, everything that we're doing here. You believe that building your club and having for the worst, do you think that's what we're here for? It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Mr. TEEJAY is not supposed to do more than one room talking about his endorsement. I know a lot of people were very upset that you use YWC because they don't think you own they don't think that you own that YWC the way that it seems like you took it you took up the ownership of YWC beyond the way that you had been part of YWC. And me, I don't know the story of YWC. All I know is what you guys have said. I think that's the thing that I saw that really upset a lot of people there. Because they feel like you just hijack it and make it your own. Whereas it's not just, or you were not the original competitor, whatever it is. I don't think that we should go through that. But to me, that's the only thing I see there.
I'm coming. Okay, Mr. Elisuru, your man so tired of my back. Sherry, àwa kan wà tẹ́ pé orí ọ̀fẹ́ tó lódùmarè fún wa ká máa fi ọ̀tá àwọn Yorùbá kú ni. Ṣé understand? Ṣùgbọ́n mo rà pé àwọn kan ti ya olórí burúkú láàrin Yorùbá.
This is an organization that was built on the sweat, the sacrifices, sleepless nights of countless Yoruba people. People actually think money first. She have shori buruku ni. Anybody ma wa for me? Anybody ma interrupt? I have told you. Tẹ́ bá dé mi ní room yín tẹ́ ti ń ṣe òṣì yẹn. Ẹ lé mi kúrò ńbẹ̀. I'm not going to come. Mo fi Olódùmarè bẹ̀ yín. I beg you in the name of God. This Yoruba of this generation, èmi ti sọ. Some people are Yoruba by name, but by behavior, the ọmọlúàbí, the ethos, they are damaged and destroyed people. Mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ lónìí o, ẹ lọ kọ sílẹ̀. Tẹ́ ẹ ṣe rò pé kẹ́ẹ̀kan mọ káàsì kẹ́ẹ̀mọ bá kẹ́ẹ̀mọ já ọmọ Yorùbá ẹgbẹ́ yín sí òwò. Tí ò ṣẹ̀yìn tẹ́ láì ṣẹ̀yìn lọ́lọ́dùmarè ó ṣe já yín sí òwò tìrantìran yín o. Àfi tó bá jẹ́ pé gbogbo ẹkún àti ìkáyàsókè kọ́ la fi ń ṣe kínní ìpín Yorùbá lókù. Àfi tó bá pẹ́ nìkan nu wá gba 1 cent or 1 kobo or 0.001 kobo fún gbogbo tá à ń ṣe nìkan lókù. Lẹ́yìn ní sun ẹkún káyàyé yìí. Mo sọ lónìí ni. Kò dẹ̀ síbi tẹ́ ẹ gbé lọ ẹ lè bọ̀ ń bẹ̀. Anybody might interrupt me o. Mo dákẹ́ fún nothing less than 6 years. Many people here can bear me witness. Àwọn èèyàn sọ ìsọkúsọ mi ò ní sọ̀rọ̀. Wọ́n á sọ tí ò yẹ kí n ṣe mi ò ní sọ̀rọ̀. Láti bí 6-7 months ago mo ló ti tó gẹ́. Olódùmarè ní ká má ṣe bí. Káwọn ẹ̀dẹ̀ mọ́ fọwọ́ pa ìdà lójú. We are having a very important conversation here. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo èèyàn lèèyàn ń kọlu o. Kò ń ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ní èèyàn ń kọlu. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá jẹ́ pé gbogbo tẹ́ ń ṣe káàkiri ẹ ní club astero pé cruise ni. Tẹ́ ń ba orúkọ àwọn èèyàn jẹ́. Bẹ́nìkan yahoo yahoo, ẹnìkan gbowó, character assassination, gbogbo abhorrent statement tẹ́ make. Á jà yín sí òde ìran keje. Ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ ní ìbámbẹ́ ẹ̀ rí owó ẹ̀pẹ̀pẹ̀. Torí ẹ̀ ni we have to say things the way it is. Mi ò kí ẹ tẹ́ bá fẹ́ sọ o. Mi ò dé kí ẹ ilé babaláwo tẹ́ bá lè lọ ẹ̀ lè bọ́ bí eléyìí. Torí ẹ̀ ni many of us la fi ń sọ intern sọ bó ṣe ká sọ lẹ́nujọ́ mẹ́ta. Ẹ rí èèyàn ẹ̀gbọ́n tó ń sọ gbọ́. Ẹ pè sí platform yìí, I don't think it's going to go, I trust him. Gbogbo nǹkan lẹ́ ń kọ́ káàkiri against ẹ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ against ẹ̀ ẹ̀ ń ṣépè fún ẹ̀ ń bù. It's not a problem because he even referenced me and said he was greeting me as a long comrade. Ẹgbẹ́ káàkiri ẹ̀ ń sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ. And one thing tí mo fẹ́ sọ ní fáwọn èèyàn tó ń gbọ́ mi, téèyàn bá fẹ́ pa yín ọ̀nà méjì ni. Ọ̀nà méjì òun ni. One, ọ̀nà alákọ̀ọ́kọ́. If somebody wants to kill you, they will either destroy your name or destroy your source of revenue or source of income. Those are the two ways to kill an individual. Those are the two ways to kill an individual. Ẹ gba oúnjẹ lẹ́nu ẹ̀ ọ̀kẹ́ ẹ bà orúkọ ẹ̀ jẹ́. Nílùú èyìnbó recommendation la fi ń jẹun. Recommendation ni wọ́n fún yín. Your reference is very important for you to get promotion, for you to get into powerful positions in the world. All of you will just sit down and watch the mobs. You come to a laudable organization still won't bow over ìyá ẹnìkan àgbàgbà ẹnìkan kan gbogbo yín. Ẹ wà mọ sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ ẹ mọ troll ẹ rò pé this is just something. Kò sí problem. Tó bá pé àwa la ṣe yín ní ibi, gbogbo tí mo sọ yẹn kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ fún mi. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá pé mi ò ẹnikẹ́ni nínú yín tẹ́ ẹ lọ dáwọ́ sí tẹ́ ẹ join wọn bẹ́ẹ̀. Tẹ́ ẹ gbọ́ òkodo ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ join wọn bẹ́ẹ̀. Lágbára Olódùmarè tó tẹ Ilé Ifẹ̀ dúró. Á jà yín sí o láti ìran kìíní dé ìran keje ni. Mo wá fẹ́ jẹ́ pé lè clear o. Let me make it clear. Mo ti sọ pé this is no longer the period of trying to talk to people anymore. Ojú ajá ti ṣèjẹ. Torí àmọ̀pá ẹ̀yin kan nínú yín àmọ̀ bóyá ọ̀bọ àbí arọ ló ń gbòòrò fún ìyá yín àgbà ìyá yín lóyún. That's how you can be doing this. What are we discussing in this place that is not reasonable to anybody? I have spoken most of close to 1 hour. I don't believe in the political route. I don't believe. And there are 3 routes to get self-determination. Mi ò jẹ́ yín ní àlàyé kankan tó rẹ́yìn kọ́lẹ̀ kò sí kankan gbogbo yín nígbà tí òsín tó ń jẹ́ Yorùbá nationalism that ever brought me to this struggle. Mi ò jẹ́ yín anything. Ẹ̀yin ìràdàràdà òṣì lásán. But in this matter, there are 3 ways to get Yorùbá nation. Through political route, through diplomatic route, and through war. Think Yoruba First does not subscribe to the political route. But our brother, Yoruba World Congress, they are fellow comrades. Once upon a join our belief in the political route. Afenifere faction, let our Bogaji Adejumo, Baba Adebanjo, one our belief in the political route. So that when you want to Baba Mogaji Nita at our we had an internal room of a lot of people who are there, Nizo meeting, where it was very, very tense that afternoon. And we had that conversation with Baba Mogaji. Why there long no political route? This is not going to work. What they explain to you, agreement will let anybody be down. Okay, this is our brother too. He has done, if somebody I know, I'm not saying Baba Mogaji is money. This is the route he believed in. The Jewish believe in it. We don't believe in it. But Yoruba people, we are democratic in nature. How am I going to kill someone because they have a different ideology or different solution when we have the same problem?
We even issued a press statement against them, remember?
And we issued a press statement which was published on Vanguard newspaper. Paper, the Yoruba First does not believe in this. I wrote it. Against that. But don't people just come around and we say, okay, Mr. TJ, you didn't want to come. Please, we want to hear your side. Intershare as an organization, as an individual. You know, TYF, Tabane 100, 70% we go with the majority. Even if my own position does not even go in line with the majority. The TYF position is that we don't support the political route. But it has created a lot of controversy about some Yoruba nationalist organizations that believe in your political route. And these are people we know. These are people I respect so much. Let them come and explain why their organization is going via their route. Maybe we can have an intellectual conversation. So, since some people say some people deserve Kawadari, no. We don't have on the principle. We are just having a conversation. We are having a conversation. You destroy people's character. You assassinate people's character. That's your life.
I just spend more than enough time, TEEJAY.
We are ending the next 40 minutes. Okay. So the reason why I'm saying this, Tori ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ń ṣe Yorùbá nation. Wàhálà tẹ́ ìpèrè lóní kó tó wọ Yorùbá nation agitation. Wọ́n dàkú wọ́n forí kó wàhálà táwọn ọ̀rẹ́ òní bọ́m̀bẹ̀. But this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Kò sẹ́ni tó ní monopoly of evil. Torí pé gbogbo wa dé wà lórí clubhouse yan mí pé ẹ lọ́mọ sọ ìsọkúsọ tí ò yẹ kẹ́ sọ. You understand? You understand? You should be very, very careful of going around and saying what people did not say. Look at the PTR of Obìnrin Àkànṣe. Look at what the rubbish that's been written. Putting my name there, soiling my name, all sorts of things, all sorts of nonsense. And it's coming from a category of bastards. We know who them for who they are. No apologies. And we have said it. The line is drawn. We are going to focus on what we are doing. But we are not going to allow mobsters who have nothing to offer to think they can speak for the Yoruba people. It's not going to happen. I have told many people. The reason why we are doing this so that Yoruba nation never go into the civil war. This is the bitter truth. Don't think you can mob anybody and say anybody is going to go quiet. Yoruba people are not like that. They're not like that. So, John to the Olorun, if you want to write nonsense, write, you can criticize anybody. Say anything you want to say. But telling people, calling people thieves, or telling these people are this, we don't, you think, if I see any member of Think Yoruba First going to different platforms to do that, we call them to order. Tẹ́ bá wá fẹ́ ṣe orí burúkú yẹn, ẹ ṣe nínú platform yín, ẹ ṣe nínú hallway yín, ẹ ṣe níbi tẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ ṣe, ẹ wá lórí láyà, ó gbórí lágbà bí orí ọ̀pọ̀ bí orí ìnàkí. You came to Think Yoruba First platform to write that nonsense. To write that nonsense, and some people think we should overlook it. Thank God I was here. Into them àgbà ló ti ń tó into mama sin ló ti dà yẹn. During some àbí tá a bá ṣe ní ẹbí ibi, or we ever did what we done. Àfi tá a bá ṣe anybody ní ibi nìkan ló kù. So please, I respect everybody's opinion. I respect everybody's ideology, but I'm not going to kill anybody for thinking differently from me. It's not going to happen. And I'm not going to go publicly and be saying somebody let it come. You know, come me. No,
Mr. TJ, okay, I'm going to go to Babolainka next, but before I go to Babolainka, I think in sorry a question telling consent. Once up Mr. TJ, this question is for you. Why the Yoruba nation flag without Oriologun during the proposal signing with APC?
Right? Yes. Oriologun flag without
the flag without the Oriologun.
I mean the flag. So do we really have one flag in Yoruba nation to say this is going to be our real flag? Does anyone actually say yes? All the Yoruba people has now voted that this is how our flag has to be. No, that is wrong. Two, why we don't have Oriologun there? Me personally, of course, I'm more of Unisheshi. Everybody knows that. Yeah. But we have Christian, we have Muslim, we have quite a number of people with different religions. We must have something that will accommodate and make everyone comfortable. That is why we use the 16 stars. Yes, 16 stars. And that actually depicts the real Yoruba spirit. And that is why we use that. I hope that answers that. Thank you.
Okay, I know where that conversation will go but I don't think it's the purpose of this room today. So let's just leave it at that. So Babolainka will go next. Mr. Ifashuku, Babolainka was ahead of you. After one was in the room, so he's back. He will speak, then after that you will speak. Baba, you can speak now, Babolainka.
Mo ṣe ẹ̀làbọ̀rú ẹ̀làbọ̀yè ẹ̀làbọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ fún gbogbo ọmọ tí wà ẹ̀fù. Elédùmarè á jẹ́ kẹ́ máa dàgbà nínú ìmọ̀ ọgbọ́n àti òye àti ọ̀rọ̀ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. Bàbá wa ààrẹ Kúrúnmí kejì mo kí yín. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣá o, abiyamọ kì í ṣépè o, ṣùgbọ́n èyí tẹ́ wí nírọ̀lẹ́ yìí, àrọ̀ mọ́ pẹ̀lú àṣẹ lọ́dọ̀ Elédùmarè.
Àṣẹ wá.
Abẹ́rẹ́ kì í kọ àwọn aṣọ èyí tẹ́ wí lẹ́nìí fún gbogbo àwọn ọ̀tá TYF àti àwọn abanilórúkọ jẹ́. Tó bá jẹ́ pé lóòótọ́ ni pé abẹ́rẹ́ kì í kọ àwọn aṣọ èyí tẹ́ sọ lẹ́nìí á mọ wọn bí àwọn àgbò ṣe mọ́ rí. Ṣé rí please ẹ má bínú mo rò pé àwùjọ tiwa la wà. Baba TJ, I appreciate your intelligence and your boldness. But I just want to sound a note of intelligence and exposure to most of Yoruba people who are graduates, who went to best school in the world, Harvard, that lack freedom, intelligence. When you want to obtain a freedom, even from the top camp one or two persons in the corridor of their power. And that's why Boko Haram are escalating in Nigeria today. Because they have people inside the government. And I used to say, I'm not a politician and I will never vote. I have one faith and one belief, and on that belief I will die. That Yoruba nation will emerge. But alternatively, if we fail to realize our dream before the election of Nigerian government in 2023, we have no any other option than still to remain in Nigeria. Are capable of declaring Yoruba nation before 2023 without any preparation, without no army on stand, no guide on stand, no intelligence on stand, no security on stand. And they just felt a nation or a freedom is attained through talk on platform. So if it will be better, as I used to say, to have Yoruba in power than to have a Fulani again in power. Because many people does not understand what power means and how it operates. I have a family who is in the highest authority in Nigerian government as of this evening. And he knows that I am a unrepentant Yoruba activist. All my tapes, all the advice I made, I sent to him. And when we sit down, he talks
people are not even thinking before they talk, Sha.
Of Yoruba than I myself. What we are facing, the challenges ahead of us, despite being Nigerian government, inside Nigerian powerful government. So Yoruba need intelligence. Yoruba need people in power. Yoruba need people. If Nigeria come to stay by 2023, we need people who will hear our agitation. We need people who will be for us in that position of power. In terms of our demonstration, in terms of our this, in terms of our that. And I used to say in Yoruba that
Vice President ò lágbára rárá nìyẹn.
What I believe and that is what Ifa taught
Kí
me.
ló rí ṣe? Tí Tinubu bá sọ pé bí akínní tí ò dẹ̀ ní wọlé kò dẹ̀ ní ṣẹlẹ̀. Ibo yẹn ní rìdì. Ó láwọn gba ìwọ̀n.
Nobody can stand against
Even though there is Yoruba in the corridor of power, they can do nothing. Because they are just figurehead. The power is not theirs. What are you saying?
It is better for Igbo to rule Lagos than Tinubu. Yes. Maybe the brains of so-called graduate certificate holder will be opened.
Yoruba jẹ́ president jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Kò lè ṣe nǹkan kan.
To take them out of their house.
Common sense is not common.
When Fulani begins to knock their wife in their presence, maybe by then they will understand that everything in life, freedom takes diplomacy.
At this time and age, we are still saying maybe. We are confused. People that are still saying maybe, they are confused.
The one I read in Facebook, every aspect of their life make me a proud Yoruba man, and I will always stand with them. Think Yoruba first. I will always stand with them in any aspect. Even if it's by bringing Olugbo. Because
even if the day they decide to die, no, you will stand with them. I stand with nobody. I stand with only myself and what I stand for. Because I know I will never die.
Somebody who doesn't know.
People that just
who don't want to know
need to be taught a real lesson of this life. I meet my mind. Thank you for the little time given to me. I appreciate you. Eledumari will continue to elevate you. Thank you so much, sir.
I want to thank you very much, sir, for that submission. Really, you made you make me happy. Thank you so much. And one point I want to make to this house is, why is it that people attacking me in a Yoruba first, think Yoruba first for supporting a Yoruba man?
And laying emphasis on it that is a Yoruba man. Being a Yoruba man doesn't mean you have your people at heart. Does that mean you love your people? Being a Yoruba person, being whatsoever tribe, does that mean you love your tribe? Does that mean you are truthful to your tribe? People don't use their sense.
We don't want to. We are supposed to spend just 3 hours. We started 2 p.m. UK time.
Me being a Yoruba man. To get the
lesson of their lives. So when you talk in public, because one bottom of people
imagine.
The entire time. Nobody's actually even addressed you personally. So we don't understand what's going on the last 1 hour when you are doing all this shit. You know, it's okay, but you are filibustering the room and not even allowing us to say anything.
I want to beg you in the name of God. Now, what you did now is just too rude. Your name was not solid. Your name was not mentioned. Your character was not assassinated. First time, second time, third time, fourth time, more than several times. This madness has been going on for the past 1 year. More than a year. You don't know my pain. But because you don't know my pain, because you think you can eloquent, you can rub these shit and talk in an organization I'm the president of. That is rude. I wanted to call you and give you the space to talk. If you are not comfortable with what I'm saying, you can leave. I don't care what you want to say. I don't care. Go with any mindset you want to mind. I don't give a fuck. Since you are rude, I'm going to give you the way you deserve it. You wanted to make your point. I've said what I need to say. People record these charlatans. They send it to me. A lot of people have called me. They've told me. This has happened for a long time.
I'm talking about you.
You don't tell me
about issues. Let's talk about issues, sir.
You don't tell me what to do.
Not personal.
You don't tell me what to do. Shut the fuck up, too.
I didn't tell you to shut the fuck up. You don't tell me what to do. I didn't say any words like that. I'm just saying, let's move away from emotions. Let's move away from emotions.
Let him finish what he has to say.
Thank you very much. I'm coming. Yoruba nationalism. Who gives a fuck about what you say?
Go and sleep now.
You are not the one that is being ridiculed. You are not the one that is being insulted. You are not the one. They don't open your rooms. Go and look at. People should look at the DP of Obìnrin Àkànṣe. Yoruba people are a kind of people that after they shit on your head, they insult you, they lie against you, they rubbish your name. They are still going to be the people to tell you, oh, you are talking, you are shouting too much. We only stab you in the chest. The stabbing is just one time. You are not supposed to cry too much. That is the kind of people Yoruba race are. That is why many people are staying back from even joining the Yoruba nation struggle. Because we are a people that are full of traitors. I'm not supposed to say this outside. Look at what this man is saying. So what is the role of TYF? They call TYF a chief. They call somebody is saying think money first. I'm the president of the organization.
There's a room going on now, and the title is Shola Gbero and Afondas of Yoruba Nation Movement against
understand? You understand? So when I'm not talking, you're even supposed to even calm down. You come to I don't even care about that. When I'm done with this, I'll go and do something else with my life. But you come to this stage, the next thing is to be rubbishing people that are speaking from the position of this is what is being done and this has to stop. If you're part of the people saying trash about people, you need to change your ways. Please, let's go to the next person, please.
He kind of disrupted the. He was supposed to be the next person to talk, but I guess
of course,
Babi should just do
nobody
Ola, why? Ola, why? Maybe they're not there. Okay, Oshunkemi.
I'm not sure people just
maybe they just maybe they left. Yoruba goddess just came in, so I'm not sure. Omo Odua, did Omo Odua spoke already?
They are not focusing on the issue again. It is now people they are focusing on. I don't know what.
Okay. Okay, Omo Odua is not there. I think so Mama Woko down. Okay, Mama Woko ask a question for Are. So Mama Woko, can you ask your question? Looks like she left too. Okay. So looks like we run through Omo Odua. I saw you flash. Okay, you can take 2 minutes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Honestly, I haven't actually.
You are very distant. Do you think you can come closer or use the recorder? Okay.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay. I just want to ask TJ a question. Insurance policy. Doing that. Why? Not yet.
I can't hear what he's saying. Sorry. Can you make your?
Okay. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. Now, but you've spoken well. I don't like it. I can understand it. My question is now, when you presented
Your voice is very low. Modua.
Okay. Let me just get up. Right. How about now? Can you hear me now? Okay, better now, sir.
Okay. Like I was saying, that we know about Nigerian politicians and how they always fail the promises. Their first term in office is always how to get into office second term. Now, when you made this request of Asiwaju, did you give him an ultimatum that this has to be done in the first term, knowing that that's the only chance you have, just 4 years? Anything he does not do in the first time, it's very unlikely that he's going to do the second time. Did you give him that ultimatum? And okay, fine, this does not happen in the first time. Did you tell him, okay, fine, it's not going to happen? Or do you also hope that if he cannot achieve any of them in the first time, do you also hope he's going to achieve it during the second time? Thank you.
We're not even sure if there will be a second time. Let's just start from there. So, any time that we're putting into this is just his first time. Yeah. I hope that answer your question. When I get in the second time, then we can have that conversation.
Okay, no problem. It's okay. Where is Ayodele is here. Ayodele, because we have just 18 minutes to really round up this room. Ayodele, are you there?
Hey, good afternoon, good morning, whatever times you want everyone. I'm not going to say I'm disappointed, but to everybody's opinion, the way you see things, that's the way you follow. Mr. Taju, I know you know me as well, and I know you as well. But I saw the video where you and APC member and Heritage, Mr. D,
in UK where you're having, I don't know, that's your line of understanding to follow APT or one of the political parties. But for those who believe in Yoruba agitation and also believe in what Professor Banji Akitoye and the rest of the cabinet, sorry, for everyone to understand where we all have different opinion or direction to follow. But for those who are for TINUBU, that you want Yoruba to be there, then you can have what you want. Well, don't convince other people. Let people know where you fell to. Let people know where everybody belongs to. So for me, I'm not in that position, but I don't want to say much. So that's what I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. TJ, Adedoni asked you a question in the chat. Okay. Yeah, she said.
Why should he respond to her? Why?
No. This is a free. I'm not. I'm not like that. This is an open room. We're having an intellectual conversation. You understand? So she said, "Are you?"
TJ, I don't want you to respond to her. TJ,
it doesn't. It does not matter.
No. Let us. It's okay. Bonka, let's do it. Let's do it.
Bonka, please.
Okay.
Are you sure? Did TINUBU agree to your terms? That's a very good question. Did TINUBU agree to your terms?
Okay. Am I sure that the TINUBU agreed to my term? Who is sure of? Maybe we'll see tomorrow. We need to understand that. But for us not to even do anything, how are we sure that not doing anything, Yoruba Nation will just come? Just like that. Yes, we've given him our request, what we want him to do through his agencies, which he knew, and then you all saw that Keyamu actually picked it up on his Twitter, and then we got a response from the Omole, So it is now left for every one of us to now put that pressure on them. That's it. People asking me if am I sure? Well, that's the question we should all be asking ourselves. Let us all make it happen. Put more pressure.
So the backup question, which is more reasonable, is there a plan B? You get there, you did all this support, TINUBU gets there, and then goes the other way. What's plan B?
Our plan A and B is always Yoruba Nation. That is not changing. But we're only saying that if ever that Yoruba man becomes the president, then what exactly is he going to do for us? Since he says, Yoruba look on. That on that premise, that is why we're holding him to that account. Yoruba look on here. Now, this is what Yoruba people want. Take it. And I expect every organization to now use that. If you know how you can get there, do the same. That's it.
Okay, let me do a quick wrap up, a quick summary or whatever. I don't know. Everyone that's just coming in, this is Think Yoruba First. Think Yoruba First is a self-determination organization, and the purpose of the room today is to respond to some false narrative that people are carrying about, that TYF and NARE, and all of that, they're joining TINUBU, all kind of nonsense. And also give Mr. TJ a chance to talk about his endorsement, his very controversial endorsement of TINUBU's candidacy. And Mr. TJ did say that he did not support APC, he supported TINUBU. There's a difference between the two. Whether you choose to agree to what he said, that's up to you. And we said earlier, TYF is not endorsing TINUBU, and TYF is not supporting 2023. Not because TINUBU is a terrible human being like they've said he is, because he's no better than any of the three candidates. It's just because we don't believe that the
politics of Nigeria will give us what we want, because it has always been the same thing. So we continue together with other Yoruba nation movements, people that are doing all kind of things the way they are trying to pursue it. We continue that route and we see where we go. Mr. TJ is maintaining that it is for Yoruba nation. He just believes that somebody will win in 2023 if there is an election, and he would rather take his chance with TINUBU than with Obi. Because Afenifere, who is a Yoruba organization, they pitch their tent with Peter Obi. The difference between Afenifere's position and Mr. TJ's position is Afenifere is saying they are for one Nigeria. Mr. TJ is saying it's for Yoruba nation, but he wants to gain something from if TINUBU became president, if I get you correctly. So, Mr. TJ, yes. The thing is this, the issue of Orioloko, I think we should talk about it. Orioloko is not a symbol of religion. Exactly. It's considered to be part of our heritage. It doesn't represent, it's not an idol, because that's the word people like to use for the Yoruba designations of our ancestors. So I don't know. So the people feel like it just represents the authority, Yoruba authority of Oduduwa and royalty. So that's just one thing I wanted to.
Well, let me just come to that here. We all know here, when majority of even Yoruba people that we're even talking about are shouting and obedient, when many of our youth, they actually say it is one Nigeria. In fact, the percentage of people that are even talking about Yoruba nation in that country, in that Yoruba land, you'll be very surprised if they're even up to 5%. And then you don't want to ignore the fact that religious factor in our society that has destroyed quite a number of our mind. You don't want to forget that. So if we actually want to bring everyone together, we have to, make them understand what that real is all about. Ask majority of our people, do they really understand? They don't. We want to bring a Christian on board? Of course, yes. What about the Muslim? If we, the Onisheshe alone, is the only people that understand the philosophy that surrounds that rule, do you think other people will really understand it? Or until that education is well rooted among our people? So think about it. We're not saying that is the final, but for now, let's bring our people together, and then we can now bring that Orioloko and say this is what it symbolizes, and that this is what it stands for.
Okay, I get you, but at the end of the day, we're Yoruba. We cannot run away from who we are. So let's just leave it at that. Somebody make a comment. They said that TINUBU has not spoken in respect of Yoruba nation. So why do what's the opening? I think it's very similar to a lot of the things we've said already.
Yeah, well, I'm not expecting him to say anything. Let's be honest. Because we're not dealing with just only Yoruba people in this election. Remember, most vote, the way it look, it's as if even the North are willing to vote for TINUBU more than we, the Yorubas, which is a shame. But, and then we're now saying, TINUBU to actually be telling people about Yoruba nation. At this point in time, please, let us be more, let's understand what is on the ground. So, if you want to hear about that Yoruba nation, you hardly hear it from even our governments. But you will be hearing, the governor from those states. He said, yes, I need to have my own security armed. And then you will see him during the October 1st, he there was nothing like celebration in Ondo State. And then when you now look at him again, the national anthem in Ondo State is our Yoruba anthem. What do you think that is? So you can't be hearing that from TINUBU, but you'll be hearing that from his people. That's all right. That's how I think it should be.
Okay. So a lot of people keep asking the TINUBU question.
Because I want us to wrap up in the next at least 10 minutes. We have we have again very question. I'm coming. You're ready. I'm coming. Wait, please, let me be. Today is just somehow. It's okay. Oshunkemi has not spoken. Ade has not spoken. Caliber Juice is also on stage. I got a lot of back channel messages. People saying they were about to speak. So, before we close in the next 10 minutes, let them quickly go. Ade, 2 minutes, sir. Oshunkemi, 2 minutes. Caliber Juice, 2 minutes. Please. Anybody wants to speak? Let them. First question mark. Somebody was talking. Yes, also position. I want the names of those organizations which have it, and I want to write it down. Okay. And I want the names of those that down. That didn't let his name and shape. I want those names of the organization and the names of those elders. Don't farm in opposition. Number one. Number two. Question to teach it. Came up with that already. I will have disagreed on this issue of we spoke to 3 weeks ago about. I told him I wish him good luck with his opinion. It's his belief. I wish him good luck with his opinion. I agree with that. So my question to TJ again is, what is the link between, or what's the common interest between being liberated and state? Because to me, election is one idea. Election, whether for Atiku, for TINUBU, I've concluded years ago. My friends are in politics of Nigeria, and they know where I stand. Now, many times I should give interest because it's hopeless, it's slavery for people. Now, my question again is, what is the common interest between self-determination and one Nigeria? Because election is one Nigeria. It's a fully designed election, which our mom, some of you remember, it's a fully designed election. So, what is the link or the correlation or the common interest between our self-determination or liberation and election? That's of real TINUBU or nobody, and that election. That was the common interest. Okay. Shirley, down on the common care. You guys by very the money to look on here, I don't know. I need the names of because I remember why okay. Names of I'm coming. I'm coming. On TYF, Mr. D, we don't do character assassination. No. Which character assassination? I'm coming. Any suru. You know Mr. TJ 101. Call him. He's going to give you names. Okay. If you serious, calling out the madness of some people. Torí pé ó ti tó gẹ́ẹ́ni. Nígbà tẹ́ bá kàn jí room, tẹ́nìkan bá kàn jí room tó gbórúkọ yín síbẹ̀. Ẹ tẹ́ ẹ̀ mọ̀ rí, ẹ̀ mọ̀yẹ tó ṣú ẹ̀ mọ̀ rí. Tó kàn ṣe ààrẹ is a thief. Ẹ lọ bí lè rí owó bàbá láyà ìwò náà jì. Kò lè rí nǹkan kan sọ. Ẹ tún wá rí wọn tún wá sínú platform Think Yoruba First. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé Yorùbá máa ń lẹ́kọ̀ọ́? Wọ́n mọ̀ pé wọ́n troll nínú chat room. This is madness to lay down. This is what getting under your skin. No, mommy. Get under my skin, mo ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. So, torí ẹ̀ ni mo fi ń bẹ àwọn èèyàn pé àlú àwọn èèyàn bá yẹn tán má ti forí kòkò púkò, tán má ti ń ṣe báyẹn tán forí kòkò púkò, tán ló bí lọ forí kú síbì kan. Irú wọn báyìí a máa purify, sanitize ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. A ní láti sanitize ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Torí ọmọ tán bí ń léere tó gba ẹ̀kọ́ kò yẹ kó ṣe rúwà yẹn. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. So ẹ máa ṣe nǹkan kan fún mi. Mr. TJ, àwọn question tí Mr. Adébíyèrè tẹ̀lé down ẹ kọ sílẹ̀ so that after that mo fẹ́ kára pọ̀ mo ti ń sa ilé yẹn kí ni àti pẹ́ bíbá ẹ̀ kan jù. Madam Ọ̀ṣunkẹ́mi náà wà ní ẹ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìbéèrè yìí so that a kó ìbéèrè yẹn jọ Mr. TJ wà down finally a lè round up ẹ jọ.
Actually, I don't have any question. I'm just listening. I don't have any question for anyone right now.
O ti mú tẹ́yìn rẹ̀. Lánàá, bàtí mo fẹ́ sùn kan, mo rí tẹ́yìn rẹ̀ kan nínú blue something báyìí. Mi ò mú. Mi ò mú. Okay, they will say them.
No, Papa, I want to go and lie down on the bed. Need to go and lie down on the bed. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ̀ ń sọ ni wọ́n ń gbọ́. Ẹ má bínú.
Because mo fẹ́ sọ kò pọ̀jù, it's not too much. Let's look at the Christian countries. Let's look at the Muslim countries.
The volume is too low. Bàbá mi Abíọ́dún mọ̀ níbí.
They represent it with what they have, with their logo.
Ẹ má bínú, kò ṣiṣẹ́ lórí desktop mi.
The Yorubas, Christian and the Yoruba Muslim that don't support Olori Oloko indicates that they don't know their own history. I won't say because of the ignorance, so due to the lack of their history, we should now remove what makes us unique. For the fact that the British reference Orioloko and they keep it in that museum should show us how prideful we should hold this dear to us. Now, if we have the Christians and the Muslims that are supporting Yoruba Nation saying, let's remove Orioloko, I think it's up to us to let them know what it really represents. It's not a religious relic. It is not. It's actually it's a masterpiece. The crafting of Orioloko itself shows how peculiar of a tribe that we are. That should be one of the major reasons why it should be on the flag. Now you say you put the stars. Every other flag has a star. Nothing too much unique as nothing too unique on that star on the flag as the Orioloko. There's nothing as unique as that Orioloko because Orioloko you will never see it in any other flag. I mean, I'm based in America. Stars are on the flag of America. In other flags, Orioloko is very peculiar to us and makes us very unique. Please, I want you guys to please deliberate on it. Sit down and rethink this thing. It's not a religious relic. People tend to put religion in tradition. It is not religious at all.
Okay, because of time.
The second thing I want to state about TINUBU is I am opportune where I am in Texas. I am opportune to be very, very close to the TINUBUs, to our nieces and nephews. And they keep saying the same thing. They say that TINUBU is up to no good. He going for presidency is for his own selfish gains. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very, very much. The next person, so my question is still so Mr. Mate, please indulge me. We need to close the room. I got 2 calls now over time. You need to state TYS position. Tell them I'll do this, please. You need to talk about TYS positions on 2023. What the team wants. I'm coming. Mama will tell us. Mama will come. We have to allow our people. After Madam Ejide, we are no longer taking. And Ola has messaged me. To be tobacco, people are so a lot. She understands. That is fine for everybody. The next thing, anyway, that's not an issue. So, I will allow Madam Ejide, Mr. Ola to go first, Madam Ejide to now go last. Question, Mr. TJ, question is still to the final response. You talk about we respect you,
you ought to stand for. We respect you. You are all Yorubas. We are not going to kill you. So, Mr. Ola, Ejo Esarego Soke, be 1 minute, Ejo. Mr. Ola, are you there? Mo ti pè yín báyìí ẹni pé mi ò pè yín o. Mo ti rí mẹ́sẹ̀gì yín lẹ́yìn o. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ó dé ní o, ó dé jí o, ó dé ta o. Ẹ ṣé. Okay. Mr. Ejide, Madam Ejide, over to you.
Aboru aboyi, abosise o. Mo kí gbogbo lé o. Ẹ ṣé tẹ́ gbà mí láyè. Thank you very much. Actually, that Oriolokun question was my question. At the beginning, I was really baffled. As in, why this? But after the explanation of Mr. TJ, I think I would have to thank him for even not putting that Oriolokun on the flag. Because to me, Mowa Ripe is even better. Because it was, at the beginning when I saw the video, I was like, what is going on? Yoruba Nation and APC? So afterwards, one more video here, Tom. So, but now, after Bosch down question here, I was happy. It's kind of, okay, then the Yoruba Nation flag is not attached to APC or to TINUBU. Because for me, fine, it's nowhere, concluded anywhere if that is the Yoruba Nation flag. But at the end of the day, that's the most popular flag that everybody knows. So the flags that are the background here, I'm kind of fulfilled as in that is not Yoruba Nation flag, and Yoruba Nation flag, the real Yoruba Nation flag, which we all actually take as the Yoruba Nation flag, even if it's not concluded between anybody. So Yoruba Nation flag is not what is attached to APC and TINUBU. That's just all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. I'm coming. See, Mr. TJ Batiso, question. So, Mr. TJ, please go back to you, sir.
All right, thank you very much. One of our brothers talked about the self-determination. Yeah. And I can categorically say this. For the first time that we Yoruba actually came out, it was the Yoruba World Congress in the UK and the rest of our people in Europe. Now, we first came out to say it is for the self-determination and nothing more. Yeah? And of course, Bonka is here and Rune is here. And for people to now be saying the self-determination that is the end because we want to have our interests as Yoruba in Tinubu's government, I think they should rethink. Now, they should also understand that this Oriolokun and the flag they're talking about, and the very flag that we're all using now with that 16 stars, I actually asked my team to actually put that flag together. And many people who are even talking about why the flag is like this and that, they have to understand what we've done in Yoruba World Congress. Because it was during the time of this October 1st rally that actually opened quite a number of people's eyes to see that Yoruba people actually wanted a nation. And for your own information, I convened it, that October 1st rally. So many people who doesn't even know what we've done in Yoruba World Congress, many of them will come out today and they say, oh, you don't have the right to do this and that. They should understand my antecedent in this struggle. Now, for the Oriolokun to be in our flag, and many people don't understand, it's as if, it's as hard as telling Yoruba people that your best bet at this point in time is to at least see what Tinubu can give us. As hard as it is. So I want you to understand that to actually educate our people, Commander Benipe, Kino Atiwa Posuriton, Ki or Yoruba to us, Monye, Ono Fije Wipe, our Yoruba no Kuni Eruju, Los America. Monye, our Yoruba, like Jayaju. Monye, Ona to Beresita to shit, say. How about they change Wawa, Abawa, I want to seize this opportunity to say
a very big thanks to the member of Yoruba First for giving me this opportunity to say, yes, the Yoruba First, for giving me the opportunity. Think Yoruba First. And my advice is that since most of you who are part of this Think Yoruba First is that, of course, you will think Yoruba First, you will love Yoruba First, and then if you think and love Yoruba First, and out of 3 people that are out for a political ambition, you should by no means even think of that Yoruba man as you are called. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yawuko, you have a question for me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, quickly bring back here.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. TJ, for coming, and thank you, Think Yoruba First, for engaging educatively, for everything you said. Thank you, sir. But my question is for you, Are. Sir, you mentioned 3 ways, and there's one that you mentioned, which is war. Are you encouraging war? Is that what you stand for at this moment in time, sir? I just want to know. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. There are 3 routes to get Yoruba freedom. I said it's either we go through the political route. These are intellectual facts. We want to get Yoruba country. How do we get this? So you go to anybody, they are going to tell you, it's either you go through the political route, you go through the diplomatic route, or you go to war. The Nigerian colony used to be part of the British Empire, and Nigeria got its independence. The mistake we made then, and I will still say it anyway, was that the Yoruba nationalists then, before, I'm talking in the period of Baba Awolowo, should have fought for taking the Western region, the Yoruba region, Oduduwa region, out of the British Empire. But unfortunately, we went for Nigeria, and here we are. So, how was Nigeria gotten? Nigeria was gotten through political route and diplomatic route. That was how Nigeria independence was. Was it the same case with other countries in Africa? Algeria fought a very brutal war before they got their independence from France. You look at what happened in Namibia, it was a very brutal war against the English. And the apartheid system, government of South Africa, you look at black nationalist movement in South Africa, it was also very ruthless, and they used everything to fight for their independence. You go to Mozambique, you go to Angola, you go to Guinea-Bissau, you look at the history, you go to Zimbabwe. People went to war to get their independence. So it's another route of getting an independence. Now you look at the Yoruba people. What options do we have on the table? Some people said they want to go for their political route. TYF, the organization, I'm fortunate and humbled to be the president, we don't believe in that route. We want to go through the diplomatic route. And I said it, if we are not ready to do the diplomatic route, so I think this is where this is coming from, Madam Awuku. Are we prepared to go to war? If we are ready to go to war, and when you look at this kind of the calibers of the people who call themselves Yoruba people, that's the people who how they talk, full of emotions, they are full of insensitive statements. They just say all sort of trash. People that know absolutely nothing about Yoruba nationalism. They did nothing for Yoruba nationalism. They've never been Yoruba nationalists. Coming to talk in the chat, coming to talk on the platform and talking trash to people that have risked their life at the forefront of the struggle. So when you have all these things, and I spoke, I think it was Aojomo Irobe, I said, if we are ready to go to war, let us know. Let us prepare. Let us go to war. But the organization I belong to, it is a diplomatic arm. We believe in diplomacy to achieve everything we are going to achieve. That is the route we want to go to. Because the Yoruba people are not ready to fight the war. They are not ready to go to war. Because the people that will go to war will not be behaving the way we are behaving.
if this crop of people, of these Yoruba people go to war, they call themselves nationalists, it's going to be a massacre. You understand? People that are not intellectually, they cannot even understand nationalism. That's the bitter truth. So that is my point. I believe in a diplomatic way of getting Yoruba nation now. That is my own stand, and that is the stand of the TYF as a group. And there are so many organizations that also subscribe to this school of thought. So if you
I'd like to ask one question. What way is it diplomatically?
I'm not the policeman of anybody. What we are trying to tell many people here, what we are trying to warn, you understand? What we are informing many people here is that ideological differences can lead us to kill ourselves. Even if we get Yoruba nation, it has happened before in history. Russia. Let me give you an instance. When the Irish got their independence from United Kingdom, there were two factions. The first faction believed that Ireland should be a republic. Another faction believed that Ireland should be a monarchy system. And there was a house, there was a parliament. From parliament, they could not agree. They went to war to settle it. And people said that the number of people that died during the Irish Civil War were even more than the people that died when the Irish people were fighting for independence. No, we've learned our lesson. Some of us have learned our lesson. If we don't agree with other nationalists on their own methodology, we should not push too hard so that we don't start a civil war in Yoruba land. We don't agree with him, but should we go to war to start killing ourselves? Should we start killing ourselves?
Thank you, sir.
That's number one. Number two, the same thing happened in Algeria. There were two factions in Algeria when they were fighting for independence. We have the FMN, I've forgotten the other, I see FLN, the other part. One part believed in the political process, the other part did not believe in the political process. And they killed themselves en masse. It was a massacre. It was after those who did not believe in the political process finished killing those that believe in the political process before they now even faced the French. More than 3 to 4 million Algerians died in that bloody war. We are just trying to look at the reason why we talk about history is not to show our intellectual sagacity. It's for us to, not because we are not going to reinvent the wheel. How have other people that have fought for self-determination, which way have they gone? How have they done it? We sit down and we talk about it. People should remember this particular man called all nationalists in the house. Listen to me very well. Listen to me and listen to me good. Many of you don't understand why I'm talking passionately, with passion. I know many members of TYF say, oh, don't talk too much, just let them be. I am speaking so that our people, your fellow Yorubas will not kill you. People that are waving the Yoruba nation flag will not be the people that will turn their AK-47 on you. Don't breed monsters. Don't breed these monsters. They will kill all of you. You know why? Amikadabra, one of those greatest African revolutionaries, was killed by the people he was fighting for in Guinea-Bissau. Why was he killed? They believe that, some people believe that he was using too much of Cape-Verdean soldiers to fight a Guinea-Bissau independence struggle. And Amikadabra was saying that the people in Cape Verde, they have the skills to help in the struggle. It was just maybe 1 month, 1 year, few months before the declaration of independence. His fellow nationalists, who were of Guinea-Bissau descent, turned the gun and killed Amikadabra. They shot him in the back. So when you look at all these things, these are in Germany, exactly. No, when you look at all these things, you look at all this history. Some people don't believe in your own method. Don't bring out guns and you say you want to wipe them out. It is madness. Because that is what some people importunately, so that the agenda must agend. And it's a way, it's a character assassination of destroying people. They just find a way and started putting the name of Harriet there. They started putting the name of Harriet there. They started saying all sorts of things. And so you are just in your own home, eating your own ebanegusi, you start hearing some things. And this kind of rhetoric is coming from these cursed people. What is that? Back to back. And some people will not say, oh, don't make it about yourself, you know. And I will come up here and tell you, don't make it about yourself. And I will tell you, don't make it about yourself. Because you guys are so selfish. You know, Yoruba niye. Imotara one economy. Tí o bá ṣe pa wọ́n ní wọ́n fi iná jó wọ́n dákẹ́ ni. Bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó fi iná jó tó bá pariwo jù wọ́n sọ pé pariwo jù. So thank you very much, Madam Awoko.
Thank you, sir. Now I understand. Thank you, sir.
Madam Awoko.
Arekunmi of Clubhouse. Think Yoruba first.
And you are not for war. Thank you. Yeah, I'll permission about it because I wasn't happy that you are encouraging that. But what is wrong with war? Any means necessary. So be it.
If you are not ready for war and they are bringing the war, so many people with their different reasons.
Lórí 2023 election àti moving forward.
Ṣé mo fẹ́ kọ́kọ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ alàgbà TJ Rahim. Ibi tán bá wà ẹ bá wa jí pé jíṣẹ́ fún wọn o. Tán wá tá a pè wọ́n tán wá dáadáa yín ò ní bàjẹ́ o. Bí ẹ ṣe yẹ wá sí Olódùmarè yóò yẹ yín sí o. I also want to thank everybody in the audience and everybody on stage, all the working executives of TYF. I really want to say a big thank you for everybody that has been steadfast. Despite all the negativities and the toxicity, you guys still continue to believe in us. We promise not to disappoint you. We promise to continue to push, to understand, to push the ideology of ethnic nationalism. And we also believe that the 1884 colonial borders of Africa must be withdrawn. We believe that, and this freedom we must achieve with any means necessary. I will not say more than that. Now, what is the position of TYF? The position of TYF is this. We as Yorubas nationalists and we as Yoruba self-determinationists, we believe that the electoral process of the Nigerian contraption is flawed, does not review the will of the people. We do not believe in the electional process to give the Yoruba people prosperity, to give Yoruba people freedom, to give Yoruba people the opportunity to determine their destiny. That has always been the stand of TYF, and that will always be the stand of the TYF, now and in the future. There is nothing wrong in that, because we are not a socio-political organization. We are a socio-cultural, nationalist, Pax Yorubana, Pan-Yoruba, hardcore conservative Yoruba nationalist platform for all Yorubas around the world. It's not just an organization, it's not a Nigerian Yoruba organization. The Yorubas of Benin Republic, the Yorubas of Togo, the Yorubas of Brazil, the Yorubas of Cuba have the right and chance to be part of this organization. But one thing I also want to make clear, some people have declared themselves to become the policemen of other self-determination nationalists. People that have no single pedigree. They've done absolutely nothing for the Yoruba people, except from character assassination, opening closed-door rooms, spreading lies, and engaging in mischief. We will continue to use the ancient ways of our forefathers to remember Olodumare and remember all those that have been before us, not to forget them, not for good but for evil that they've meted out to us. They will not go scot-free. And I also want to beg everybody in the audience, I want to beg you, do not join them. Do not join them. Do not join them in emotional rants. Let us discuss issues. Let us discuss issues the way it's supposed to be done. TYF is an apolitical Yoruba nationalist platform. It is an apolitical, or let me use, it's non-political. Maybe that English is a little bit too big. It's non-political. So TJ Rahim is a comrade. He's my friend. I brought him into the action group. That was the first Yoruba nationalist organization he ever been to. So if this man references me, it's based on mutual respect that we have for each other. And that is the way Omoluabi should be. And that is the way it should be. So I beg you in the name of Olodumare, please, we are not for any political party. So if TJ Rahim is a Yoruba man, he has spent his life, risked his life, risked the life of his family, talking about Yoruba nation, Yoruba freedom. So why can't he come to a Yoruba nationalist platform? Why can't we invite him? They say you are doing this. This is the rumor we heard about you. Why are you taking this route? The other groups are talking about taking the other two options. TY chose diplomacy. Why did you plan to be different from the rest of us? This is why we brought him to this platform to speak. Many of us, we don't believe, Bonka himself does not believe in what part of the explanation TJ Rahim gave him. We don't believe in it. Some of us have our reservations, like look, going by the pedigree, these people will mess you up. And some people might believe what he has said. It is a free world. That is the essence, the cosmopolitan nature of the Yoruba people. That's what some people tag as liberalism. We are not liberal, we are cosmopolitan. In our thought process, in our worldview, that is why Yoruba Christians and Yoruba Muslims have not been slaughtering themselves like other places of the world. And because we still have this relative harmony in live and let's live. So that is why we are here. We listened to him for more than 4 hours. And that is the opinion. Everything he said is the position of Yoruba World Congress as an organization and Yoruba Nation Now movement as an organization. So we are not going to come here and tell him if we should kill him, we should lynch him, we should. So that's not. And that's to my outburst and what I said. And what I said is what I said. You cannot come to a public platform, gather more than 100 people, and go to that platform and be publicly destroying, lying against people that have achieved greatness in their personal life. And when you now do that, you expect people to be calm and say because they are elders, they should keep quiet. That is hypocrisy. If you say nonsense, you lie against people. And people have the spiritual means to lay curse on you and your generation for the evil you've done. You will get it. When there are consequences for bad behavior, people will desist from doing evil. The reason why people do evil is that people do evil and get away with it. Because some people chose to take the high moral ground. It is in my own prerogative. If you say rubbish against Think Yoruba First, you say rubbish against my family or myself, I will use everything in my capacity as a human being, so it's as simple as that. So that people will understand
You misbehave, you are going to receive the right punishment. Ọmọdé burúkú ó pojú ẹ̀yìn. Èmi ní parí ẹ̀ tó ṣe bí òwe ìgbà wa àgbàlagbà. Sister, it's like that. So that is what it is. We are very grateful for everybody. We will continue to preach what we believe in. We will continue to criticize anybody. We will continue to call out the evil of anybody. I will not stop, because what we want is a prosperous, a sound, a secure, and a sovereign Yoruba land. That is what we want. And that is why we are here. And we pray that in our generation, all these things will be achieved in the name of Olodumare. Thank you, everybody, from Obìnrin Àkànṣe, all the moderators, Olori, Rewaju, Bonka, Femi, Baba Olayinka, Baba Awoko, Aike, everybody that has spoken. Madam Mr. Kemi Yoruba, I greet everybody that has spoken. Please, if you see where the people are engaging in evil, don't sit in the audience and allow them to continue. There's a need to stop begging. So no, I'm just a Belabo Shika. So a shepupo or me or go to buy low.
Thank you very much, Are. Think Yoruba first. Just like the same time, we've been standing that the Nigerian system is a complete waste of time. The 2023 election is a complete waste of time. It doesn't take Yoruba people to greatness. If you think otherwise after all that has been said by the president of the group, then I am sorry, you cannot be saved or you cannot be helped. And just to round up, this is also to remind all Yoruba people, both men, women, young adults, that they should remember that it is also in their right for them to self-defense, for them to self-determine. Thank you very much, Are, Obiri, and everybody. 107 people, we thank you very much.
Lẹ́yìn eléyìí mo máa gbé eléyìí tí a ṣe ní èdè Káàárọ̀ Oòjíire tá ṣe nínú yàrá àwùjọ ọmọ Yorùbá inú yàrá Think Yoruba First ni ẹ ti gbọ́ gbogbo eléyìí. Mo fẹ́ kí gbogbo wa wọ́n ní ẹjọ́ làákọ́ ká tó kọjá ká máa gbọ́ bó ṣe ń lọ. Àsìkò ọ̀rọ̀ fún èmi kò tí tó, so mo ṣí yàrá lé lórí nínú àwùjọ ọmọ Yorùbá. Tí ẹ bá fẹ́ mọ application tí a ti ń ṣe gbogbo eléyìí, wọ́n pe orúkọ application yẹn ní Clubhouse. Ẹ ṣeun, mo máa pa eléyìí dé nígbà tí màá máa ṣí ti àwùjọ ọmọ Yorùbá tabatu máa gbé yẹn sí wa létí. Then lẹ́yìn náà tó bá di ní ọ̀la àbí ká ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀pọ̀ lénìí, tó bá di ní ọ̀la, the first YWC meeting ever tí wọ́n ṣe pẹ̀lú bàbá Bánjí Akíntóyè tí Mr. TJ Rahim, Mr. Adibule mọ̀ wọ́n sí, tí gbogbo wa everybody mi náà wà ń bẹ̀, but I spoke maybe towards the end àbí little díẹ̀ náà ni mo sọ̀rọ̀. Ìgbà yẹn dẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ́ ni a ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ self determination kò tí ì lọ títí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, so ó sì ń gbóná lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ tí a ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ìgbà yẹn. So màá fẹ́ kí gbogbo wa ká follow storyline yẹn dé sàlẹ̀. Then táwọn nǹkankan tí èmi náà ń dúró pé kó ṣẹlẹ̀ tó bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ èmi á wá sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Kì í ṣe pé bóyá a fẹ́ fi kọ́lé ọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹnìkan ṣo. Right ti wọn ni wípé kí gbogbo wa ká dúró lórí títí gbogbo wa ni pé a dúró lórí ọ̀rọ̀ pé ilẹ̀ Káàárọ̀ Oòjíire gbọ́dọ̀ dá dúró. Ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ lóhùn wà fún wa tó dẹ̀ tún wá ṣe nǹkan tó jọ wá lójú, àwa náà gbọ́dọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀. Gbogbo èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀, kí ló ṣe, kí ni mo ṣe, kí ni kíní kan ṣe. Tó bá jẹ́ mi ò Ṣàtọ́lá lọ́la ló sọ wípé rárá o, olóṣèlú kan ni mo máa bá lọ, àwọn èèyàn á sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀, wọ́n á béèrè lọ́wọ́ mi, wọ́n á fèsì mi, àwọn tó máa bínú sí mi, àwọn tó máa lérò wípé ó yẹ kí n lọ kú dànù ni, ó yẹ kí n lọ pokùnso ni, wọ́n á sọ tí wọ́n. Kò sẹ́ni tó máa dá anybody lẹ́nu dúró, kò sí anybody tó máa dá anybody lọ́wọ́ kọ́ nítorí wípé gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń ṣe yìí èèyàn kan lè wọlé kó kàn jáde bó ṣe wù ú á ní ohun tó rò débẹ̀ á ní ohun tó mọ̀ débẹ̀ á ní ohun tó ṣe débẹ̀ tó bá fẹ́ wọlé kó jáde bó ṣe wù ẹ́ o ò ní gbójú síta o ò ní jẹ́ kí gbogbo àgbáyé mọ̀ wípé èmi yìí o nǹkan báyìí ni mò ń ṣe tó dẹ̀ wà láàárín gbogbo àwọn kákọ́ọ̀sì tá a pè lólórí so kó wá di lọ́sọ̀kan òru kan kakàn máa gbọ́ wípé o ti ṣe nǹkan báyìí o ká wá dákẹ́ wípé ẹ̀wọ́ ló kàn ní o lẹ́ ń tẹ̀lé o ká wá dákẹ́ a lè dákẹ́ irú ẹ̀ kò possible èèyàn ò lè dákẹ́ irú ẹ̀ ká bá ń pẹ́ ní tẹ́nìbọ́dì ò mọ̀ tọkàn háàdì sínú WhatsApp group lásán tó kàn ń pariwo ya ẹja ṣe meeting ló sọ pé wo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá nation èmi ò ṣe nǹkan kan mọ́ ó delete ara ẹ̀ kúrò ní group ayé ò ní rí sọ náà ayé ò ní sọ nǹkan kan sí but ẹ̀yin tá à ń wò wájú tẹ́ ti gbéra yín síwájú tẹ́ ti ṣe constitution tẹ́ ti ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́ ti pariwo tẹ́ ti ṣe tẹ́ ti mọ̀ ẹ tún wá mú ọwọ́ mi jáde ẹ yọwọ́ kọ́wọ́ ẹ wá ní pé kéèyàn má béèrè á má béèrè ẹ ṣeun mo máa gbé tí ìta ṣe ní èdè káàárọ̀ òjírí sí báyìí ẹ jẹ́ kí n pa eléyìí ká wá gbé ti èdè káàárọ̀ òjírí sí ẹ ṣeun.